Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chick with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining, Brunson at three. Bam! Jalen Brunson does it again! Timeout!
Que lo que, mi gente, what's good? What's good? We back at it again, Organic Fanatics. Welcome to Saucy Sober Smoke 'em Sunday. And the way we've been playing, you might have to smoke or something. I don't know what it is, but you might have to hit a little J or something. You got to do a little something. I ain't even going to lie. You might have to hit a little J. Salute to the fam out here. I'll let the fellas go into it here. New Knicks, que lo que, mi gente?
Salute everybody. Salute to your rep fan. Salute to my brother. Salute to my big bro, Machete. Shout out to Two Shots. Shout out to Mike Especially. It's Sunday. Shit is going, yeah, I mean, we praise is everywhere. So, welcome back to your rep.
Yeah, appreciate you, my brother. You know what it is. New Knicks in the building. You know what I'm saying? He just ready to let it go. And listen, we was about to go off the ledge, me and my brother for sure. But someone who's calm and people bring him into the ledge is Machetazo. Machete, what's good, my primo hermano? What's up, my cuz?
Yo, what's up? Que lo que, mi gente la 110. What's going on in New York City? What's going on in Manhattan? Let's talk some Knicks. I had to talk these guys off the ledge, man. Y'all bugging out here.
I don't know. We still on it. We still on this ledge. We still on this ledge. Maybe you can bring us back in again. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. We don't know where Two Shots is. Two Shots might pop up a little later. We don't know. Maybe shows up. Salute to M Special in the building. He still got that sofrito virus he's trying to shake off. He's seasoning. You know what I'm saying? He's getting cooked like how Knicks has been getting cooked as of recently. Salute to Daniel Berry Sports. Happy Sunday to you, my guy. Just Knicks in the building. What's good? What's good? B. Willis, Q5V, David Smith. Salute. We appreciate you guys. Always fun when we vibe with you guys. Put your comments, but whatever you think, we're going to do our best to read it. Are you on the ledge? Are you ready to jump off the ledge? We shall see. David Smith is giving us his commentary, so we're going to be going into that. Right off the bat, he's going left, but we're going to definitely read that into the question here. First, let's go into this game. The Knicks have been on a little bit of a slide. We've lost nine games. We won 2, so we're like 2-11. 2 out of 9 games in the last 11 games. New Knicks, when we went on that run of winning almost 10 games, you said Coach Brown, a.k.a. Mike Brown, he used to be called Coach Gooch. He earned his way to Coach Brizzle, so he was doing good. You gave him, I want to say it was an A, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was an A rating for that coach at that time. And instantly, once he earned his name, he started sliding down, and my brother had to go back to giving him Coach Gooch the name. So it's still Coach Gooch for now. Machete, yesterday, we played a game yesterday. We had the Phoenix Suns, who had just played last week, a couple of games ago. They beat us at Phoenix. We thought it would be a little more of a redemption game. It was at home. We've come off a long road trip in the West Coast. We lose 106-99. It was at home. Tough game to lose when it was the Knicks alumni. You had all Knicks from almost 8 decades come into one. So first of all, salute to James Dolan. James Dolan, that doesn't get a lot of props, that he was able to pull off. You got 8 decades of Knicks to make them feel good and special. Once a Knick, always a Knick. To be able to gather all of them, some fallen, some have not fallen. You got them back into. We're the only organization that I've known or heard of that's even done that, so that's phenomenal on that. So salute to James Dolan and the front office. There's a lot of times he gets a lot of criticism, but things like that, he definitely should get recognized and accommodated for. That was wonderful. So it was tough to see that loss in that type of environment. You get everybody together, we lose. I thought we played well for this game. Go ahead, Machete. You got something to say? Go for it. You're on.
Question: How many guys were we missing for that Suns game over there in Phoenix?
We're missing our 2 best players, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
No, not the last game. You're talking about that first game in Phoenix.
The first game, I don't think we missed anybody other than Shamit.
Mitch, I think.
Shamit was missing, and I think I can go back, but I think we weren't really missing anybody except for Shamit and just Shamit. Shamit was the only person, if I do.
Shamit and probably Jalen.
I'll look back at that. But nonetheless, this game, I wasn't too mad at this game. I'll be honest. At this game, I wasn't too mad. Understanding we're missing our number 1 player as far as Jalen Brunson. You got him down. The team's already been a slide. So considering we've missed 7-8 games, we're on a slide and we're trying to figure it out. Then you throw the monkey wrench of missing our best player, and then you throw our extra dog, our extra battery player of Josh Hart, who when he's in there, he's gonna make the right plays and get the team motivated and going. The fact that he missed 2 of them it's really hard to come back from any of that. So that being said, it was a good fought game. Go ahead, Next. You gonna say something?
Listen, I should have stuck to my fucking original gut feeling of keeping this guy at the gooch box. Pause. Like, I don't know. I mean, even David Smith is going off. Yo, the coach needs to be fired. Like he.
We going in early. I mean, let me finish talking about this stats, and then we can go in and go crazy after all this. Nonetheless, the Knicks, I think, played overall in this game. I thought they played well. Obviously, there's some areas of opportunities that you would like to see pick up and stuff like that. Considering we lost a bunch of games, and then you throw in Jalen Brunson and Josh missing. The effort I thought was there for sure in the beginning of the game. We had 27 points in the first quarter. We held the Phoenix down to 19 in the first. So you saw good defensive intensity in the beginning. And then let go of the rope a little bit in the second quarter. They went on a run and they were up 36 points, or 29 in the second. We still scored almost 30 points in the second quarter. The defense started slipping a little bit. And then we just couldn't hit anything from the third and fourth quarter. Tough to lose. You saw we were putting a lot of energy, a lot of fighting through screens. They were very physical. The rest were letting them get away with a lot and not letting us get away with a lot. So it was a tough game. Fact that we lose only 7, I thought it was okay to a certain extent. Better than what we've been playing, I'll say that. How we were kind of focused, it wasn't 48 minutes because that's what I'm looking for. But other than that, it was tough. What were your thoughts on that, Machete, when you saw that game? What were your thoughts so far compared with going on the losing streak? What have you seen? Did you see some promise in that game when you were watching it? You're on mute. All right, so we'll come back to New Knicks. Go ahead, there you go. Go ahead, Machete.
Like I said, we were missing guys. We're missing our 2 major players. We're just getting. It's like I said in the chat, bro, man. We're just getting these guys back, man. Some of them, when we're getting them back, we're losing guys, and it's just readjustments that the coach and the players have to make, roles that they have to play. We're missing our captain, and we're missing Josh, our number 1 and 2 guy. Really, you are the engine and the transmission of the team, like I've said. And right now, we're driving a rental. And so the guys that we need to go deeper We need a deeper bench, obviously, because as much as I've been trying to, kind of like champion Yabusele a little, he hasn't been doing anything for us. And then we got embarrassed by the Sacramento Kings by Precious the other day, which, as everybody knows, I don't know why we even gave up on Precious to go get this guy, but since we gave up on him and we got him, I was trying to be a team player, but he's not doing anything right now, and we're getting close to the deadline. We're already in mid-January, and the team is just still not having. They haven't clicked. We haven't really played together since the Emirates game. We really haven't played together as a team, as a whole entire team, since the Emirates game. That's just my opinion. I don't think that we need to panic. I think that we need to all get back healthy, and in a couple of games, when everybody's back, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be back to normal. I'm saying after the new All Star.
So okay, so all right, so you're saying no panic, stay how we have, and then it'll all come together once everybody's healthy and we get okay. New Knicks. We hear you. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yep, on you. Your thoughts so far?
Well, I mean, I didn't get to see the game, but fucking, how do you? Yeah, I'm just,
Go ahead,
I
go ahead.
can't, like, I just don't want to fucking put myself to talk to.
But you watching
But,
you seeing how the Knicks are playing this year compared to what last year? You got to have some kind of comparison to a certain extent. But you're seeing them.
nah, look, Mike said that we chose this nigga over Precious. And we had a vision of him from what he did to LeBron, thinking that he was going to bring that type of energy here. You know what I mean? But he didn't end up working out. So with that being a fact, which is a key important player and position to fill coming off of the bench, when you have that kind of stumble, it kind of stumbles the bench. So the bench really can't stop the bleeding. And on top of that, our starter players wasn't playing up to par. So you got two negatives going into the game. You feel what I'm saying? Besides losing players or whatever the case may be. But Mike Brown, I mean, I gotta agree with David Smith. He was here to utilize the whole bench. When he started doing that, we started winning. Like we had Kolek playing good, we had all the fucking bench players playing. You know what I mean? Besides Ice Cheeks, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a domino effect,
I mean,
and Jalen Brunson not wearing high tops. A majority of these players not wearing fucking high tops, having a previous history, having medical issues. You know what I'm saying? It's not working out.
you
Like
You're
you sound
you're
far
really
away.
good.
Come closer. Come closer.
Yeah, you're in and out. You're in and out. Get closer to the mic.
I, I'm gonna say what David Smith said. Like Mike Brown is trying to bring that Golden State offense here, and it's just not the same because
Come
our
closer. Come
players
closer. Come closer.
our players are blue collar players. They play defense to lead them into offense. Yeah, I mean, Mike Brown is an offensive heavy coach. Like you can see, we're top five. We're top five in the worst defense. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. And these players play defense. They're defensive minded players first. Yeah, I mean, so
I'm gonna go. I'm going left right off the bat. Uh, so I think we're
It's
in a
gonna be interesting.
what happened?
I said, go ahead. Curious.
So there's we're in a place right now where you save face or you save name. You save face or you save name. What I mean by that is, are you just gonna keep putting excuses? Our rotations, our players are injured. We got this going into a new system. It's a new coach. That's saving face. We're trying to save face and see, oh, we can do these things out. or do you save name for the New York Knickerbockers? Because this same team was dominating last year. This same team, and I'm not gonna go back and forth with coaches and could have, and which is that has something to do with it to a certain extent, but how you play the new system, all that, or do you save face? Right now, yes, Mike Brown needs to be adjusting. Yes, the players need to be adjusting right now. But right now, we're in a 2-week window where now, besides the coaches and the players want to step up, right now it's up to the front office to make a move. Right now, I'm putting it on the front office. You now it's time to save name, not your face. You made a mistake with Yabusele, whatever you need to do.
What move?
The biggest
What
thing.
move? What move?
If you let me finish, I'll tell you the move. I'm finna go there. I'm finna go there. So right now, what this front office did, they made a mistake, so they're trying to save their face. You got rid of all the dogs. You got rid of all the dogs. Anybody, when we were down, you got rid of Dante. Yes, you had to do that in order to get, obviously, Cat, a better skilled player. You got rid of a dog. Julius Randle was also there. You got rid of 2 pit bulls, you know what I'm saying? And you got a very nice German Shepherd. Right? It's a trained attack dog, but it's not going to attack like a pit bull at all time. Cat is a German Shepherd-esque, you know what I'm saying? And Randall and Dante, they're going to bite anytime. You come near the fence, they're biting the fence. They're biting the mailman. Anybody coming, they were biting. So you got rid of them dogs. Understandable to make that right move. And then you have Precious, who last year played multiple games. Yes, it was sporadic, but in the games he played, he gave you double-doubles. He gave you blocks. He was driving fast breaks. You could get at least 3 fast break dunks on Stewart. There was multiple games, i.e. he did it on us. You had another dog from the bench who was feeding for money for $5 million. You give him $6 million. He came. He was blocking, rebounding. He was doing whatever you had to do, and we let that go for a finesse Frenchman who the French have not been up to par as of yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dissing Yabu. He just doesn't fit the system. But now it's up to the organization to save the name, not save the face. Right now, you got to make the move. If the Dante move is available, Minnesota is still looking to shed contracts. They're still looking to shed money. They love Dante. He hasn't played to what they're liking, what we had with 35-point Dante, 7 assists Dante. He's giving him a modest 18, which is good, but you're still paying him a lot of money. Could you get that back with a Kolek, maybe a Shamit, maybe another? And even if you got to lose picks here, if you got to lose 2-3 first or maybe 2-3 seconds to get what you got to do, where they can still get good players, brings their money down, and you can get somehow a Dante. I don't know if it's possible. The money does work, and you can do it, and you got to go to the second apron. You do what you got to do at that move. If you got to get Precious a Yabusele, you got to trade a Yabusele. You give a Dadier, and if you got to throw in 2 seconds to get this guy back, you make that move. And then you get some dogs back who, when we're down like this, they're gonna will the team to a win. Just like when we were in Philly, the playoffs, it took Dante's will, his dog mentality I'm not letting this game go. If I gotta shoot 7 threes, if I gotta dunk, if I gotta block Embiid, he did whatever it takes, and we don't have that right now.
He got the 3-point record for the Knicks.
And not only that, defensively, he blocked Embiid. He was doing steals. He was leading the team in steals. We don't have the dogs like that we have right now. And when this team is down, we don't have that person. And I gotta tell you, I'm surprised that the small pup, it's a little pit bull in the litter, but Kolek has become the little pit bull. He don't got the teeth yet. But he's the only one that's coming with real intensity when he comes to play. He was guarding, even though the other kid that from Phoenix was playing, he's fighting, he's pushing back. He's the only one bringing that oomph into the game, and we don't have that right now. Right now, the front office has got to save the name over the face. Go ahead.
But we do have him, and when he was going out to them, we went on that 9-game run.
Who's that?
You feel what I'm saying? That when he threw Kolek in there, when he started going to 9-10 man rotation to give niggas breathers, and you feel what I'm saying? That's what he was brought in here to do. And then after the cut, he started going to 6, 7, maybe 8. The same shit Tibbs was doing.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What I'm saying?
What was doing?
And the same thing Tibbs was doing. You feel
Is
right? And that's not what he was.
let me.
That's not what he was coming in here for. He was to be the 180 of Tibbs. You feel what I'm
Does he
saying?
play,
Oh, he's
Carl?
gonna
Bro,
play.
but you can't make the same comparison right now. You keep talking about,
Mike, hold on. It wasn't he brought in here because he was gonna play 12 to 15
bro.
guys.
It hasn't even been half the
This is
fucking
what
season
he
yet,
said.
bro.
I'm
It
just
literally
telling you
is a
what
half
he
a
said.
season. It is. It's right now. We're at the.
Okay, it's been half a season.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Mike, after the
The,
Mike, but listen to
but the
reality.
trade
We
deadline is
played
now. The trade deadline is
right,
now. You got
right.
2 weeks. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up because we got 2 weeks before the trade season is over.
Listen to this. He was doing his system and everything was clicking all the way to the cup.
Until
So the trajectory, hold up. So the trajectory after the cup, he was utilizing ten guys. After the cup, he started
bro,
tightening up.
before the cup,
Like,
we had everybody going into the cup. After the cup, we're missing fucking Shamit 17 games. Then we're missing Josh Hart. Then we're missing Jalen Brunson. Then we're missing Deuce. Bro, how many games has Deuce played? He's only been back like 7 games, bro.
In the
but
Then we
night.
Mike,
just got Shamit back after missing
the
17
next
games.
man, Mike, everybody on the team could do what they do. Everybody on the team could do what they do.
Now,
It's the next
if I'm burden more on you and on Ruel, if I'm not available, if two guys aren't available, it's gonna put more of a stress on you. It's gonna if I got an injured knee and I'm gonna put more stress on my other joints if I'm missing a vital part of me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have everybody right now. You're just getting everybody back. So you're almost back to bases. And we don't have everybody, and we're just as good as the
but,
Phoenix is right now. We
but
have the
Mike,
same record as Phoenix, which is a Western team, dude. We're still 25 and
but, but,
14.
but, but Mike, like Dwight said, the like Dwight said on the previous pod, fucking Jalen Brunson is out. OG has scored 40. Bridges has scored 40. Hold up. Cat has scored 40. It's the next
This
man up
year,
in
this year,
added team.
this year, this year. Brunson's been out, and OG scored 40.
Yeah, I'm just,
Come on, man.
Mike. I'm just
This
saying
is what
they are
happens when you don't watch
capable.
games, bro.
They
This is what
they
happens
are
when you watch games.
capable
I
of.
mean,
He's
They
saying
are
hold
they're
on a second.
capable.
Time out,
he's
nigga.
saying they're
Time out. Time out,
capable.
nigga. Hold on a second. You didn't, yo, this Phoenix game that we just lost, right? For example, it's a loss. I'm not saying I'm not happy about losses. I'm not happy about these losses, bro. I'm not. But you gotta understand that we don't have everybody. We just lost to a fucking Phoenix team right now without Jalen Brunson and without Josh Hart. Okay,
Let
do
me
you
ask you a
understand that?
question. What?
You understand
So
that, bro?
yeah, we understand that. But what about the what about the 9 game slide?
We
Hold
just
on.
got.
What?
Wait a minute. I'm
Hold
not
on.
finished. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
I want to make one more point. One more point. One more point. Hold on a second. Did you see the defense that Sham was playing on his first game back?
Yes.
Did you see how good?
Yes.
Did you see the difference? It wasn't enough to win us the team. It wasn't to win us the game, but it was enough for us not to lose by 10 fucking points without Jalen
But
Brunson and without Josh Hart. Do you
Mike,
understand that?
okay, Mike, explain to me how many points did OG have? How many points did Bridges have? And how many points
I'll look at the
did
box
Cat have?
score.
I look at
I'll tell you the box score because they didn't play too bad actually.
while you look for that, let me ask you. While you look at that, Machete, hold on, you Knicks. While you're saying that, Machete, in the games that we've lost, those 6 game slide, that 7 game slide, all players were available. All players were minus Shamit. Jalen Brunson was there. Josh Hart was there. All of them were available, minus Shamit. Except maybe 2, 3, maybe the first 2 games of the slide with Jalen Brunson, if I recall. Other than that, for the most part, 6 or 7 of those games that we lost, they were all available. Everybody was there. Nobody was injured, minus Shamit. So it wasn't that Brunson and Josh Hart have missed in these 10 game slides that we have. And if you look at what I was talking about, look, it's good that they're there. I get it. I gave props. Yesterday was a better effort altogether. I thought OG played how he should be playing. He was very aggressive in the game against Phoenix. He was dunking. He was going to the basket. He had 25 points, I think, if I recall. And if not Spike Lee, he looked kind of Spike Lee, but he's not Spike Lee. That's his handle. Cool guy. He's been in the chat. But I told him even yesterday, I expect 24 and 14 from Karl Anthony yesterday. And what did he give us? He gave us like 20 23 and 11. So I was close. If he gave me that, I'm cool with that tonight. Now, is he capable of giving me 60 or 40 or 35? Would I have preferred that? Yeah. 24 and 15, I'm okay. That means he's getting closer to his mojo. I would have preferred it. Could Bridges give me, and that's what New Knicks was talking about that I said before, that they're capable of. Last year, they gave multiple games. Bridges gave a 45 point game. He saved us a couple of times, so I know he's capable of doing it. OG went on a 6 to 10 game streak last year where he was close to 30 points per game. When Brunson went out, averaging over 25. Could he do that now? He started doing that some of yesterday. But there has to be a game where one of them gives us 30 or 40 points.
Listen. But for Deuce coming off the bench and being consistent, being the energy, the spark plug, shooting threes, knocking down threes, challenging niggas, playing defense, doing everything he can, and Mitchell Robinson as well. Like, the burden is on both of them boys. Like, they trying to make up for the rest of the squad. Like, if these two niggas is going all the way out, why isn't everybody? Why is OG in a fucking slump? Why is Bridges in a slump? Why is Cat in a slump? They all left their bags in the fucking locker room or in the parking lot. I don't know what the fuck it is.
That's where dogs
Excuse
come
my
in.
language.
No,
Excuse my language for those of you that want to watch this podcast at work. I'm sorry. I wish we was live and we edited it.
Listen,
so
if you're at work or somewhere, maybe with your kids, and cursing is too much, I put closed captions.
We
so you can read. You can mute us, put closed caption, lower the volume, and then you can still read what we're telling you to that extent. Let me give a shout out to the chat. Salute to the dope chat.
Or put your Bluetooth on.
Or that's better.
That's
that way
it.
you can hear because you can get the laughs on. But salute to Daniel Berry Sports, Just Knicks, B Willis, David Smith. Appreciate you guys. I'm jumping to your questions and what you guys are saying now. Salute to you guys. D Grand 63. Appreciate you, my brother. Nostalgic. Salute to you. D Grand, I think I mentioned you. Danny Landes, que lo que. Appreciate you. And I'm gonna go to you guys. And that's just it. I mean, shut even with that.
Full brim salute to the whole chat.
You guys,
what it
matter.
is.
We appreciate you and
joining us. Thank you for keeping us. Treading these waters, trying to get a 500 so we can release the merch. Still in the oven. Designs over 20, 30 plus different designs.
Yeah, we appreciate. Salute to that. Hey, B Willis says organic. It's been a while, my dude. This show is missed. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you guys. Try to be more consistent. Sundays is more than likely going to be 7 past, so we can chat with you guys instead of earlier at 5. I'm taking blame for that. I'm with my family, so I got to put them first. But evening time Sunday is, we're going to be here around this time frame every Sunday, just to let y'all know. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Keith Watkins, he's driving but listening. There you go. Hey, Keith Watkins, don't laugh too hard. Don't make a left when we making a left. So stay focused on your driving, my brother. We appreciate you. Salute. Stay focused. Eyes on the prize. Appreciate you. The road.
Hang on a second. Look.
Here we go.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at
7 p.m.s as of now on. Yeah, I mean we trying to get control of the situation. We just as reckless as the Knicks.
Listen, we the hood show.
All right. Look, I'm looking at Basketball Reference real quick. Can you just take note real quick? All right. I'm looking at Basketball Reference and I'm looking at all the games going back to the first Phoenix games. Who's inactive? All right, for the Knicks. So for the first Phoenix, just take note. Just bear with me, all right?
Go for it.
So for the first Phoenix games, we didn't have Sham. We didn't have Laundry. We didn't have Trey Jemison and Josh Hart. So the first Phoenix game, no Josh Hart, no Trey Jemison, no Landry Shamet, no Yabusele.
So only Josh.
Okay?
Basically only Josh.
Hold on a second. No, basically, no Josh, no Jamison. We play sometimes.
He never gets time.
You don't want to include Jamison, that's fine.
He never gets time.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't want to include him, that's fine. But no Josh Hart, no Landry Shamet, and no Gershon Yabusele, who we do play sometimes.
Never.
Okay?
Shamet
so three guys right there in that
didn't
first
play all year. So you only really mean Josh Hart. Because Shamet wasn't playing
Hold on,
for 20
nigga.
games.
Hold on a second, bro.
But you gotta be real.
Don't change the fucking field goal post, bro. Sham is part of the winning team that you keep comparing him to.
But did he play
Sham
in 17
is part of the
games?
squad.
Did he play? He didn't
Sham
play.
is a starter. Is he a starter? Is he a starter?
He didn't play all year up to that point. He hasn't played all year.
What are you talking about? He was playing up to the Emirates.
Sham.
Well, we're not starting him before the Emirates
He did not play
game.
in the Emirates, bro.
Yo, did he?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo,
Right,
will he
right.
not? Will we not starting Shamit in the beginning of the fucking squad in the beginning of the season, bro?
2 games into the season, he hasn't played since.
Okay, so then now you're telling me he's not part of the rotation? Is that what you're saying?
Now
Okay,
he
Mike,
is, but
Mike.
but to what you're trying to claim that he
Yo,
was,
he's always been part of the rotation.
And he
Don't use
hasn't-
that now he's in these.
he hasn't played since the second game of the season. Is what I'm telling you. I'm not saying he's not part of the rotation, but you're claiming that. Hold on, Unix. You're claiming that he was the reason we went on a losing streak that because he wasn't in the game. Josh Hart was the only player that got minutes that was not in the game. Sham hasn't played for maybe 15 games before that. Yabusele don't ever get reliable minutes or factors into any part of winning. Jameson gets no burn. So the only person that we're actually missing was Josh Hart. If we're being real, we're going to talk about minutes played. Yabu can play 20 minutes and it'll be minus 77. We gotta call it spade a spade.
That's not true. That's not true.
When has
That's
Yabu
not
played?
true. That's not true.
Mike, they've been putting Kolik ahead of Shamit. They've been putting Kolik ahead of Shamit.
Because he's been injured.
Shamit's been fucking injured, bro. That's why Kolik's been playing.
Okay, he didn't play.
Kolik has not been playing. When Shamit was playing, Kolik has not been playing. Is Shamit playing? Is Kolik playing right now while Shamit's playing?
Yes, he
Listen,
played
I'm gonna give it to
He
you.
played yesterday. They both played yesterday.
How much, dude? Is he playing as much as he was before Shamit was playing? Wasn't playing?
Go ahead, next.
Yeah, Mike, you're absolutely right. He is a key player. He's very important.
No, not according to Ruel.
Well, I mean, all right. Are you
Why
outside?
are you laughing, bro? I'm telling you, Shamit is part of the fucking rotation. We don't have everybody. We don't have the guys that were with us at the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. Sham is one of them, bro. You're not gonna tell me that he wasn't, bro.
Hold on.
I will tell you, I'll give you that. But he has not been such a negative that we're losing all the time because of him, bro. He just hasn't been clicking with his squad, bro. But we're really not losing game because of Yabusele. He just hasn't been playing up to par. But he hasn't been a negative.
You next. Go ahead, you next.
Listen, when Kolik went down, we went on that 9-game run.
Excuse me? When Kolik went down, we went on a 9-game run.
No, when Shamit went down, we went on that 9 win.
You sure? We went on a 9-game. We went on a 9-game run when he injured his shoulder just now a couple of months ago.
17 games, right?
Huh?
It wasn't in the beginning of the season.
No, listen.
It was just recently.
No, Shamit got injured. Listen, Shamit got injured, give or take the first 3 games of the season, or whatever. First 5, he got maybe first 5-10 games. Let's say 10 games. Within 10 games, he got injured. He hasn't been back since.
That's sufficient. 10 games is a lot, bro.
Okay,
10 games is a lot that you played still in the regular season.
I didn't say he's not part of the rotation.
It's not like 5 games.
Hold on. Let me make my point here. I agree with you. He's part. He's part of the But when we won, when we're going on those win streaks that my brother was talking about, he was injured. He was not in the rotation. He didn't play any minutes. He's been out at least 17 games, minimum 17 games. He was not when we made that 9-game, 10-game run. He did not play in those. Kolek was playing in those. He just came back after being injured for months. I want to say November, maybe October timeframe. He was out at least 2 months.
And what? Okay, he's been missing 17 games, right?
I'm gonna tell you yesterday's points that you asked.
According to Raw, he's missed 17 games.
Give or take. I'm not doing the math right now, but he's missed minimum 17 games. Minimum. I'll say minimum.
Okay. In the last, what's our record in the last 10 games?
What? We're 2-11. 2-11 in the last 11 games.
So that's a winning record. So that means that in the last 10 games, we're 2-11.
We've won 2 games and we've lost 9. That's not a winning record.
So we've won 2 games. So according to you, we've won 2 games since Sham has been out?
Not according to me. According to the NBA schedule, says that we've only won 2 games out of 11.
We won 3 games. And so when did we go on this 9-game winning streak you guys keep talking about?
No, losing streak.
Before this losing streak, we were 15 and like 3 or 4.
We went on this losing streak. So wait a minute, I'm trying to get it straight. So you're saying we went on this losing streak? We went on this losing streak without Shamit or with Shamit?
Without.
I shitted on Mike Brown. I said if Mike Brown gets 10 wins. I said if in the pod, I said if Mike Gooch gets 10 wins, I'll reconsider and giving him his name. He won 9. He lost one, and
He
then
won
he
10.
won 10. So I gave him that 10. I gave him that 10. So after that, he went to Breezy. That was like probably during the cup.
12 games
During the
ago.
cup.
12 games ago.
Yeah.
The
And then
point, the
and
point I
then
was trying to
hold
make
up,
was
hold
that
up.
we have not in
And
this
then
last.
and then Mike,
Let him
and
say,
then
then you
he
go.
tightened the rotation. He tightened the rotation like Tibbs did. He didn't fucking go to the rest of the squad that could step up. When Bridges was playing like shit, when OG was playing, he didn't go to Kolek. He didn't go to these guys. Like he was playing seven guys.
He's going for a long. Hey, play that Jill Scott. Go, hey, for a
Yo,
long walk.
nigga, he hasn't been playing Coley.
Go ahead.
Coley hasn't got any minutes since
Oh,
fucking Salmon out.
no,
He was playing seven guys. He was
You have
playing.
not been watching the
hold
games,
on.
bro. Don't come on here talking about shit, but you haven't been watching any of the fucking games, bro.
Hey,
Because you have
You're
not been
right.
paying attention, man.
okay, all right.
You're
You
right.
haven't been
You
paying
just,
attention, man.
you just
And
Molotov.
Dwight, I'm surprised you've been watching the games. You still haven't been paying attention, bro.
First of
We
all,
have not had. We have not had
Mike,
one at a
Mike,
time.
fully.
Mike,
Just let him.
Yo,
Let
did
him.
you guys even
You're
watch
next. You're
all
next.
this?
He's at work. Let him
And
go.
it's
Let him
true,
go. Let him go. Go.
bro. Hang
He's
on a
at
second,
work.
man.
He's at work.
We have not had a fully healthy fucking team since the fucking Emirates Cup, since Shaman went down, bro. Because when Shaman went down, then fucking we lost Josh Hart. Then we lost Deuce. Then we lose Jalen Brunson. And we lose the fucking Hart again. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? We have not. We're just now gonna. We're not winning. We still don't have Jalen Brunson, and we still don't have Josh Hart. What the fuck are you talking about? We haven't had him for like the last 3 games, bro. We haven't had a fully. When we have Josh
okay,
Hart, we
okay.
don't have. When we have. Wait a minute. When we have Jalen Brunson, then we lose Josh Hart. Then Josh Hart comes back, and then we lose Jalen Brunson, and now we lose both Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, bro. What the
Okay.
fuck are you talking about? What healthy team have we had
Okay.
in the last 10 games
So,
at least, bro? A fully healthy
all
team.
right.
We
So,
have it, bro.
okay. So that means it's okay for OG to score like 7, 12
I don't give a
points.
flying fuck. You don't got a fully. You don't have a fully healthy squad. OG can score
What
40
does
and
that
still
have to
lose the
do with
fucking game.
everybody else?
Cat,
What?
cat, cat has been. Cat has been doing double doubles. How many has that motherfucker had? You still complaining, bro.
Yeah.
I'm complaining,
Hey, first of all,
but the motherfucker still gets double.
hey, thank you, Keith Watkins, for putting ambulances in the chat even while you're driving. Salute to you. Bodega Wi-Fi. Bodega Wi-Fi. We're in the bodega and they fixing our Wi-Fi. Bodega Wi-Fi is in the
You better
building.
get your Bustelo. You better get your Bustelo,
Hey,
bro. Go make a Bustelo. Acuérdame un café, por
Hey,
favor.
Bodega Wi-Fi said
Acuérdame un café, lo que no tú necesitas, loco.
Bodega. Listen,
Está hablando mucho.
mucha mierda. Okay, mira.
No,
Hey,
Mike,
hold on.
Mike.
Let me read the chat. Let me read the chat.
OG played like shit and Bridges played like shit. Yo, Dwight. All right, let's mute up. Let's hear from the chat.
Hold. I'm trying to get from the chat. I'm trying to go out. Okay, so let's hear from the chat. Let me see where we at on the road to 5. Nostalgic says on the road to 500. Listen, we need to get 50,000 subscribers by tonight. Spam bot. Ask any Chinese shop you know. Go to whoever your local corner store. Have them find a spam bot. Anyway, salute to you guys. Koleg been bad recently from Nostalgic. Bodega Wi-Fi says we didn't start losing until we decided not to raise the NBA Cup banner. Huh.
Come on.
Hold on. Okay. And all that to say, and Machete, when we went on this slide, we missed some players in this slide. What you seen the last couple of times is effort. And if you heard what I was saying in the beginning, I didn't say nothing, and I understood, and I agree with you with the players out, and we could get there. But if we need the dogs, what I said is the other people. That's why I said this at the beginning of the show, that it's up to the organization right now. We got 2 weeks before trade deadline. I'm not saying trade any of our major players, but we need to find some dogs in the trash can, the waiver wire, something that you got to do to get some players that'll give these dudes the balls, the motivation. We got rid of Campaign, who was an energy, a spark off the bench, who we could have gotten for $17 and a pack of Skittles, but we let him go overseas. I'm saying there was a lot of people that we let go that were energy players that can motivate the team and get it going. We don't have that guy this year when the team's down. Kolek is trying, and I'll give the kid super props. Admirable to him.
I want Clarkson over campaign.
Yeah,
I
but
definitely
Clarkson
like.
doesn't bring energy. He'll hit a shot here and there. He hasn't been consistent, and he doesn't get the crowd going. When
Yeah,
Cam hit a
I'd rather
3-pointer,
have campaign.
and I'm not saying I'd rather have either or, but so when Campaign came in, he gave energy. He's getting the crowd hype.
Yeah,
He's creating the
yeah.
energy up. We don't have that guy. Who's that
Playing
guy this
defense.
year?
Playing defense.
Who's that guy this
Mike,
year? Diving on the floor? Good.
I definitely agree with what Ruel said about the trade deadline. I definitely agree that we need to go get fucking DiVincenzo. I feel we need to go get Precious. We need to bring some
Listen,
dogs back in and
nostalgic,
trade them for the
nostalgic. This
everybody.
nostalgic
Yeah.
said, and it's been on. I'm going to cut you off, but it's into what you're saying. Nostalgic. Listen, if we can't get DiVincenzo, this person's been rumored. This person's been talked about. This person will fight your mama. Your mama comes out, he might have to slap your mama. We talking about Jose Grand Theft Alvarado.
Yeah.
That dude right there, he fought a center. He was running to the back like this. Listen, I'm just saying. Listen,
I'm not picking him over Devo.
if you don't have the option, if the Wolves say I'm not giving you Devo, no matter what you give me, what you gonna say? I'm gonna steal him? You can't. You have to do something.
No.
Alvarado's an energy player. Alvarado is similar as far as energy, can create. I'm not saying he's better than Devo. I would prefer Devo.
Much money.
They're literally
It's
breaking
not
up.
worth
They're literally breaking up New Orleans. It's not a lot of money. You can get them for good money. It's not anything crazy. Devo's salary is somewhere around 15 to 20. You'd have to match more and do a little more work, which you could. But I'm just saying we just need those extra persons. For this second half of the season, we need people that are going to pick these players up, is what I'm saying. And that's what we need. Can we count on Jalen Brunson? How many times? Go ahead.
Can I ask you real quick?
Go ahead.
As far as centers are concerned, because you're obviously the only player that we would right now trade for would be Giannis, right?
No.
Right? If we could get him, we'd go after Giannis. Right?
Look, I'm trying to go cheap first. If I'm saving, that's why I said save face or save the name. Right now,
all right,
it'll be.
You're right. If he's available and if he was willing to come back, I will sell you up for Precious because we shouldn't have given up Precious in the first place.
I agree.
I've always been a big fan of his. For the last 2-3 years when he was with us. I've always been a big fan of him. I like that he came down from Toronto with OG. I like what he was doing to us when he was in Toronto. I like what he did with us under Tip Thibs the first year. He didn't play him the second year. I don't know what the fuck happened. That I don't know. Was he bringing the Lions to the locker room or something? He's scared, and Thibs don't like cats. Well, I don't know what happened. Why wouldn't you have the Lion Walker playing for us from New York? The Lion Walker from New York, and y'all gonna get rid of him. And that was a bad move. But whatever happened there, we don't know. Something happened. They didn't want to pay him the money.
They didn't want to pay him.
Or maybe they saw this guy and that's fucked up. It is now it came and bit us in the ass. All right? Because you don't make stupid moves like that. You don't get rid of a guy who came down, sacrificed the first year, didn't get paid. The second year barely got paid again. Then y'all trade him away.
And they paid Yabu the same amount. They literally he would have played for Yabu's 2 years, $6 million each. That's literally we paid Yabu. They didn't want to give him the extra year, but they gave him Yabu.
It is what it is. But if you can turn around and fix that, I'm with that. All right, that takes care of that. But now you're talking about major pieces because that Precious move alone is not going to be enough.
So let me ask you this.
So then the other move you're talking about would be the other. So wait a second, I'm trying to make a point real quick.
Go ahead.
So then my thing is that then the next major point would be to go get Giannis, right? Am I wrong?
Not
still
now.
going cheap?
Not now.
You're talking about a major move. And this is where I'm going. So not now, but maybe you would do it in the summer, right?
Dante and Giannis is something that you look at in the summer. If I'm going to be honest, because they're not going to be
okay. This is what I'm saying. So now my question is that would it be so then Hartenstein would be available in the summer?
Yes.
Or next summer?
This summer.
So then, who would you go after? Would you rather go after Dante and Giannis or Dante and Hartenstein? Because it would be cheaper to get Hartenstein than Giannis, right?
You're probably, if I'm going to be
honest, get where I'm going?
If I'm being honest, if you went for Cat, so this is the mix here. The mix and the problem is that the half of Knicks Nation wants to get rid of Cat, half of the people want to keep him. I'm for keeping him because I think the front office messed up by not, like you got the Porsche, right? I got a Porsche, I got the Lambo, but I'm using the Lambo off-road. I'm using the Lambo off-road with street tires. You're not using Cat
utilizing that like
you're not using him the way he was or the right part. So now it's up to you. You got rid of the dogs. You got rid of his help. Good.
And I don't agree with your take from the last pod that you need to put him in the post. That's not Cat's game. Cat's not a back to the basket kind of player. He needs to
He's
be
not a
brung
five.
in here so he can open up the floor for Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has to be our number two guy because if Cat needs the ball to open up the floor for the rest of the players that usually slash like Bridges, OG, and Brunson, that has to be the number one,
But
and
if you
then
heard
go and
if you heard what I said, which what I was saying, I said that not the whole game. I said to get him going. In order to get Cat going, he's doing too much from outside. Just like yesterday's game, he's shooting 30-footers, 35-footers. He's forcing that. When shooters need to see the ball go in. If you shooting all your shots from 25, 35 feet and one goes in, two go out, you don't get that mojo. He's a rhythm player. You need to figure out how to get Cat in rhythm. That's his number one problem. He's emotionally, he needs to get the ball. So how do you get this player in rhythm? You get him in the post early. You can pass just to get warm up. Let me get
listen.
2-3 hook shots. Let me make it easy for these refs to see that I'm getting chopped in the paint. Once I get 2 or 3 layups, I get a little hook shot. Get them within the free throw. Get them little short jumpers. Just 2 or 3 plays. I'm not saying the whole game. Let him get the rhythm. Let him start getting that swag, and then you let him go do whatever. He's a slow cart. You got to
But
get him going.
that's where his feelings come into the game because when you got Jalen Brunson bringing up the ball and not looking directly at Cat, he's getting emotional and he wasn't getting those touches that he needed to get.
But it's up to
So
the coach.
that's where he
It's up to the coach. Cause we look,
exactly my point.
cause tip. Go ahead. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We
You're
can't hear you. We
muted.
can't.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Let him go.
Yes, but it's also up to the point guard on the floor. You can't just be looking motherfuckers off, bro. You gotta at least have some kind of cohesiveness on the floor. I mean, you've been playing almost a year and a half together. You guys have been playing almost going on 2 years together, man.
Let me ask you
So I
this.
mean, what do you?
To that point you're saying, and I'm gonna cut you off, but to that point you're saying there, Cat and Brunson played last year together. They played the exact same way they're playing now. Brunson played the exact same way he's playing now, pounding the air about whatever, and they both made an All-Star. They both were All NBA players last year, playing the same exact way. The only difference is the system and how the coaches utilizing them. That's the only difference. That's it. So if they did it last year, again, it's proof of concept. Last year, we almost went to the Eastern Conference. Same players. You don't have to change the same player. Last year, we were on the road in this Lamborghini and we were hauling ass. We try to go off road and take a shortcut, and that car don't drive the same off road. You got to figure out how to get it back on the road and get your traction back. That's what we're doing now. They're playing Cat the wrong way.
That's
That's
a
it.
fucking fact, Mike. It is the same players, my guy. And like I told you, Mike Brown came into a situation where all you gotta do is let them go, let them play. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to. He didn't have to switch it all the way up. All he had to do was open the rotation. Just open it a little more to give niggas breathing time, but keep the same thing that they got going on and find out. He tried to come and do a whole 180, not my system, Golden State, this is how we did it. And that's not what made them last year, bro. They work different. They work off of defense first and they play together. You feel what I'm saying? That's why Leon Rose, but all he was doing was building fucking unity. That he was collecting a whole bunch of players that gonna unite. You feel what I'm saying? Play together like a brother, the same way they did, more or less, to get the cup. But even then, the system was switched. Like my brother said, they were all top 5, maybe top 3, all in their positions, all of them.
Bro, I understand. I hear what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying with him changing. He should just basically go off the same plan that we were having yesterday and just make a little adjustments, collaborate a little bit more, play the rookies and blah 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 blah. But last year we didn't go to the Emirates Cup. We went to the Emirates. We played well enough at the beginning of the year within his system when we had everybody to get to the Emirates Cup because we had the motivation and we had the desire to go in there and beat these
Yeah,
teams. We
but
had
the
the
bench,
motivation. We had the bodies to go in there and beat the Spurs, bro, twice. All right,
the
to
the
win that
the,
cup.
the, the
Because no,
bench,
hold on a
Mike, the
second.
bench wasn't the same. The bench wasn't the same. The bench wasn't the same.
What do
The
you mean?
bench,
So,
the bench
so what
was
do you say?
ass last
Was it
year.
better? We had a better
And
team. We had a
the
better bench
bench
now.
You
we
have a
couldn't
better
have
bench
win the
now.
cup at last year. We couldn't have win the cup last year because the bench was at a majority of the season.
Wait a
That's
minute. You
what
saying that we had a better bench now or last year?
now.
No, you were just saying that we had pressures last year and we had a better bench
Yeah,
with Bam
But
and,
Thibodeau
and,
didn't
and,
use
and pressure.
Mike,
Thibodeau
Mike,
didn't use
Mike,
him, and they
that's
got
the
rid of him.
point.
But
That's the point of Mike Brown. All Mike Brown had to do was come and open the rotation. Tibbs wasn't giving Kolik a chance. Tibbs wasn't giving all of these niggas a chance like the way they getting chances now. And we have all of the same players. That's what he came to do. That's when we started playing good this year. When he opened the rotation and let the who was the nigga that's playing like Hart? I forgot his name. He's showing out. Fucking Kolik
McCullough.
showing out. Like these kids that came here to play, they never
McCullard, he's
scared.
talking about McCullard.
But they
McCullough,
weren't ready last year. A year ago, they weren't ready. That's why I
Correct.
didn't get any
they
burn,
were.
bro.
They were, my nigga. We
They
seen it
weren't.
with Kolik.
No,
Because
no,
then if
Mike,
they were ready, then
no.
they
Mike,
begin to
Mike,
burn all
Mike,
the time
last year,
now.
Mike, last year, I said if Jalen Brunson can play how Kolek is playing last year, I say he will be a better version of himself. I said that
If
last year.
Jalen Brunson
Kolek
was
turned
playing like
up.
Kolik is playing what?
As a
Last
passer, as a
last year,
passer,
Kolek,
as a passer.
my nigga, last year you saw Kolek playing combinations with Mitch, giving them, yeah, I
And
mean,
but they hold on.
like
Bodega Wi-Fi said McCullard was injured last year, which he's correct. That's why he wasn't playing last year. And
oh, oh,
Kolek wasn't ready.
okay.
Kolek wasn't ready last year.
But we still had Pacone,
Yeah.
Daddy A. We had all these young boys
They weren't
that
ready
could have
then.
did something.
They weren't
We
ready.
had,
We
we had.
were ready. Daddy, none of them cats were
Daddy is
ready,
not ready
bro.
now. Daddy is not ready now.
Oh, but, but
Well, then
that's
there you
where my
go. That's
point is.
why now he's
That's where
seeing
my
what these
point is. That's
what
where
Tibbs
my
saw.
point is.
That's why he's not
The
playing these
bench
rookies
was
like that.
ass
Well,
last year. The bench was ass last year. That's
correct.
where my point comes in.
And that's why I said it's up to Mike Brown right now. It's up to so this slide that we're going and yes,
I'm not
Machete.
panicking though.
Listen, it's not that we're not panicking, but you have to be real about it. We're literally
You
halfway.
are panicking, bro. Look, what? Hold on. Let me just use
Go ahead, go ahead.
this other one more example, bro. Even the Phoenix game last year, and again, shouts out to Raw Hebrew Remnant. He made a really good point, and I'm not just repeating what he's saying, but he made a valid
That's my
point.
dog. That's our
This
dog.
was a defensive game. We played a defensive game. We lost, but we only lost by 7 points. All right. The Phoenix Suns are sharp shooting team. They're sharpshooters. The motherfuckers get in their spots and hit
And
every time.
defense.
We were playing Booker. They're the good defensive team. They've gotten better. They were shit last year. They were where they were supposed to be last year, and they're still a dangerous team, a playoff team. All right. So we're right now, even with the loss that we took yesterday, the same record as them. All right. And they may not mean anything because we're in the East and that's the West, right? But they're a playoff team, and if they're a playoff team in the West, and we competed well against those Western teams. The only
Okay,
thing I don't like in the losses that we've had is the losses to the Eastern teams, to the 76ers, to the Atlanta, to the fucking Detroit. These are the teams that we need to really worry
Sacramento
about right
Kings.
now.
Sacramento Kings. The fucking
There's a lot of
who
games in this
who
streak. There's a lot of games in this streak that
it's not only the East. Like, well, my point is that last year we was number two. We did more with less, and now this year we got more because they got more experience together throughout the year. Last year they were fresh, so and our bench is a lot better. So we're doing a lot worse with more.
We still didn't do too bad yesterday. In yesterday's loss, 7 points with our 1 and 2.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me read the
We,
chat.
we play better defense,
Let me read the chat.
and
Right,
our
right.
defense is getting better
Let me
now that
read.
we got Sham
Let
back.
me read the chat.
Jack,
Okay, so yesterday, and I agree with you, Michelle. That's why I said our effort in the beginning of the half and how we played defense, a lot better last night. Are we playing 48 minutes? We're still not there. That's a big thing. But to David Smith's point, which he's right, we've said this a couple of times as well. The Knicks are 11-1 this year when they have at least 30 assists in a game, which we've been screaming that forever. That's why New Knicks was talking about Jalen Brunson to average at least 8 assists per game, the ball rotation, which is what Mike Brown was brought over here to do. In the games that we've lost, we're 20-2 when we're less than 30 assists per game. Or basically 2-20, which last night's game, guess how many assists we had? 20. The ball, even without Brunson, is not moving. We're not helping each other. We're all trying to look and hero ball, whatever it is, and that's where you need the dogs. Or you got to move the ball, which we did a little bit better, and you can't get assists.
You need the sorry ass coach to fucking coach something. If he's going on this losing streak, Mike, you said it yourself. Maybe he should study what Tibbs was doing and fucking implement that. Like you gotta change something. Your shit sucks. The only one good thing he did was open the rotation, and we saw the young dogs biting on the tire.
If I'm not mistaken here, when we got this coach, we got rid of Tibbs because he didn't collaborate, which that was a big thing Dolan said on that talk show recently. So he is collaborating. He did play the young players, which we've seen him do that. But he's running the same offense, which is kind of working, but he's not sticking to his defense because he's using small rotations when it comes to tough games, and he's doing that like how Tibbs did. And then he's using no play calling, which I think in this loss he has to implement. I thought he had plays. I thought he was a coach that had certain schemes, and he came from Pop. He came from Kerr. He's come from all these other savant allegedly coaches that I thought he would have one or two in the pocket plays or something that he would be calling, especially when we're going to a game like this. When you have a Pop type thing, he had his best players, and the offense ran through Tim Duncan. The offense ran through Dave the Admiral, right? So he focused on these players, and then he had Parker work around Tim Duncan, and Parker was very good. And if he didn't, he would pull him. He would check him, right? So I thought he would be getting some of that info. I thought he'd be using some of that. So the fact that hasn't adjusted is a reason. Am I panicking? I'm not panicking, but I also am aware that in 2 weeks is a trade deadline. And what we've seen so far with the help to these starting five, that was the best starting five last year, we're not getting the help that we need. And I'm not yelling panic on our starters for trades, but I am yelling for help the starters. And there's other players that we can get that are dogs. I do like who Bodega Wi-Fi mentioned earlier, which I thought about that too. I don't know how much it takes. I got to look at money. I think he's getting paid a little bit of bread and will take us over the cap, which I don't think Leon wants to do. But I do like Vujicic. If you can get Vujicic as a bench player or help out, they can spread the floor, him and Cat, or coming off the bench. I think that could be something different. I don't know how it helps. You get someone else that can stretch the floor and he plays good in the post. I think that can help out. That frees up Cat a little bit. That he's a good passer. That would be kind of interesting. You lose a little bit of defense. I do like that another threat from the three. He's a good corner three shooter. I'm not mad at that. I like that. I got to see how much he's making. I didn't really go into it, but maybe we do by next week if we don't make any trades from here to then. Maybe next Friday so we work on.
I'm here, bro.
I'm picking. I hear you. Maybe next Friday we do something about draft picks on there. So I'm just saying that we need a little help. I'm not saying panic on the starters. I do think it's on Mike Brown. Half the year's gone. He did good. We got the banner. We went on a run. We won most of them at home. So it's kind of a little bit of a cheat code. We got some momentum. What can we do to get to some of that again? That's just it. Am I panicking for that? Not too much, but at the same time, we shouldn't be losing like some of these games. We shouldn't be seeing the effort that we're seeing in this game. We shouldn't get 32 minutes of basketball. Go ahead, Mr.
And we shouldn't be behind the fucking Boston Celtics in the standing.
Who was allegedly to lose and get these picks. This team wasn't even supposed to be in any playoff matching, and they're playing. Guess what they're playing with?
I can see this kid.
Pride.
I can see this kid coming back for the fucking playoff if they make it to the playoffs.
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he at that point? If his team gets the team that's playing with pride and hustle, that's how champions play. It don't matter who's on the floor.
That's how they play.
They're gonna play for 48 minutes. Whoever's on the floor. It's sad to say that I'm giving props to Boston, but that's what a championship team does. When our team is showing up for 32 minutes, 31 minutes, they come sluggish in the third. One person, I don't know if I want to.
We're at the halfway point.
That's what I'm saying.
We're at the halfway point. The motherfuckers are ahead of us in the standing, and Miami right out on our ass.
It's almost embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? As a player, you're gonna give the little grace. And listen, and Brunson, he's almost. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna sit these 2 games at home, and he was just sitting there. And we played a little bit better, so I'm not too mad. But you gotta get Cat involved more. Go ahead.
And I'm trying to rewatch the game because I wasn't sure, but Brunson looked kind of like moving kind of like tenderly on his leg and
He
moving slowly, like he would stand up in the sidelines.
He shouldn't be playing tomorrow. I'm gonna say it now. Brunson should miss minimum a week. That's just me. I know people are gonna get mad. I think he rushed back. I think Jalen Brunson rushed back because he's aware of how many games he can play in order to qualify for All-Star, how much he needs for and this is not a slight on him. You got to be aware of your job, what it's going to take for you to get bonuses.
He's also got to be. He also has to stay come back after the All-Star. Maybe he can come back after the All-Star.
But does he?
I would hope so.
But
man.
if does that mean he misses 65 games? Does that mean he doesn't qualify for All NBA? Does that mean he doesn't make? You know what I'm saying? Like certain things factoring on his bonus. And maybe goals that he has. He has goals. He's an ambitious person, which is beautiful. It's a great thing to want to be like that and hit these goals. But at the same time, he shouldn't have to keep sacrificing himself if people aren't meeting up to his standard of play. People got match my hustle.
My God, the goal is the motherfucking tip. So I don't give a fuck about no All-Star. I don't give a fuck about no self-accomplishment. Niggas is here to win the fucking tip. And niggas better fucking go grab a chip. If they gotta fucking go to the fucking gun store and fucking rack up, nigga, take it by force. I don't give a fuck. Bring home the fucking chip. That's what you was here.
But the problem with you're seeing with the players right now, and what you're talking about, New Knicks, is that they're relying on their talent more than the work. Right here, you got to count on your work ethic and not on your skill set. Yeah, I'm nice. I can do this. I can turn it on whenever I want. I can flick the light switch, and that shit don't work. That shit does not work. When you wear this jersey, you got a bullseye in your back. People, the whole time before the season, the Knicks are the favorite. The Knicks are the favorite. You don't think other teams know that? You don't think that when they see the Knicks, the bullseye, the circle, how they played Phoenix, Philadelphia in the playoffs, what we did at Boston, you don't think other teams see that and remember those things of what we did and the type of teams that we're expected to be, and then you come here and then you just lay duds? They got a bullseye in your back every day. Every day. And if you don't bring that intensity, listen, it's people get traded in the NBA for less. And I'm not saying we do that this year, but Leon Rose has got to save the name and get players, whether it's losing 2 rounds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, a first round, whatever you got to do to save it now, or eventually do it before you get these other players. Precious is definitely good. Sadiq Bey is okay. But with that, he's all right, but he's going to cost you more money. He's a shooter. I need a more defending player. When you take Mitchell Robinson out, you could plug Precious Achiuwa right in, and he's going to give you the same intensity, rebound, blocking that when Mitch is out. When Mitch is out, you don't have that other person there. Who's the other defender that's going to give you that? You got Josh Hart that's 6'5". You know what I'm saying? When Precious was there, he's 6'9", 6'10", defense, pressure, effort, running down the court. Who's that guy? Yeah, tell me a game you seen Yabusele sprint down the court, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm saying. It's panic button for the bench down. You got 2 weeks. Something needs to happen. If we go by Friday and nothing happens, no trade, no movement, that's I'm gonna question that. We're right now. What are we? The 17th, and you got till the 5th of February. Something between now and next Sunday. I'm gonna give it a week.
Yo,
Something's gotta happen. Go ahead, New Knicks.
yo, niggas is born at the Garden. You know it's a problem.
Mm.
Come on.
And we went
Yeah,
on,
when have we seen that in the last 2 years?
and we've had the best home court advantage this year. And if they're booing without Jalen Brunson and with Josh Hart, lets you know that it was a winnable game, and they're seeing shitty effort. That's you seeing shitty effort in a winnable game. It was winnable last night. Salute to Deuce, who Deuce has been incredible this whole year, stepping up, saving us in a lot of games. His big shots have saved us many times. Shamit, his energy, his infection energy and intensity's gonna kick in. We're definitely gonna need that. And last night you were asking Machete, last night's game, you're looking at Kolek. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. No, that was the last game. Kolek played 17 minutes. I'll tell you right now. Let me go here. Kolek played 17 minutes. Landry Shamet played 14. In 17 minutes, we got 2 points from Kolek, 1 assist, 1 steal. In 14 minutes, Landry Shamet gave us 5 minutes. In 9 minutes for Yabusele, 0.
Go back.
Landry.
What were you saying about Shaman again?
Which again, his first game back, I'm not putting, or second game, I'm not putting too much pressure. But he played 14 minutes. He gave us 5 points, 1 3-pointer. He gave us 1 rebound and then 1 block. So his effort was there. He played good. Could have been more, but again, he's been out. He's got some rust. Tyler Kolek, 17 minutes, 2 points, 1 3-pointer, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. And he was minus 17. Jordan Clarkson.
Hey, how he got only 2 points and he shot a 3-pointer?
No, I'm sorry, 1 field goal.
Said 2
No, you're right. It was 1 field goal.
three.
1 field goal attempt. My bad. It was next to the 3. 1 field goal attempt. So he shot once and then made it.
Your math ain't off.
I didn't carry the 1, or I carried the 1. I should. He was minus 17. Jordan Clarkson, 22 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds. I'm sorry, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. I'm sorry, wait, I'm off. 3 rebounds, 6 points, and two rebounds. Anyway, all that to say is they were all right. Deuce McBride. Deuce played 36 minutes. He had 23 points. So he was balling.
My man.
Yeah, 5 of them were 3-pointers, 2 steals. Mikal Bridges in 37 minutes, 15 points. 15 points. Carl Anthony gave us 23 and 11. OG, all that hustle, and gave us 21 points. And then Diawara, 12 minutes. I mean, Diawara's filling the stats. I think Diawara and you're looking at Precious would help a lot tremendously on the defense if they played together. That's my opinion. That's all I'm saying here. Clarkson is making me miss Payne from David. Nostalgic said Jose will be that team spark. If we get team Jose Alvarado, he's definitely going to be that energy. I think we need height and pressure, but at the same time, you got someone that's aggressive, that's going to fight if he has to. He's definitely going to give that spark that we need. He's a dog all the way. I definitely like Alvarado. Remember, if you're going for Alvarado, you know that means Kolek's gone. That means you're going to have to get rid of Kolek. So do you want Kolek and Alvarado? That's a give or take. See that? Nostalgic says Yabo and Pacom are gone for sure. And Bodega Wi-Fi says collaboration, when we talking about Mike Brown and everybody else, equals too many cooks in the kitchen. What do you guys thought about that? Do you think it's too many heads, too much confusion, too much things that they're throwing at the players, and instead of keeping it simple, they're overcomplicating it? Do you think that they're giving them too much and trying to?
It sounds like it.
You Knicks, what do you think? You think
everybody? It seems to me like everybody knows their role, what they have to do, but they're not doing it, man. It's not really like they're getting the opportunity. They're passing the ball a lot, but who's getting more shots off? and scoring more. You know, half of it is Jalen Brunson usually. When Tyler Kolik's in there, he passes the ball really well. You know, he has good court vision, and it's a different dynamic when everybody starts to look at the floor more like the way Tyler Kolik does. Whereas when Jalen Brunson's there, it's more isolated because you know he's gonna and he can score. You know, he can. You know, because we really need somebody who can go in the inside and break him down and score. He can do that, Jalen Brunson, and he could also hit. But he can also hit the three. That's why he's so lethal, JB. But you have to also they have to find a way to share that. Because we have dogs, man.
No, we don't.
We have the dogs.
No, we don't.
Yeah, no,
I
Mike,
think we do.
Mike.
Listen. Come on, give me a chance to talk,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Hold on,
Let him
hold
say
on.
his
I'm
thing.
asking.
Deuce.
Dwight said.
When they're healthy, yo, you just asked me who's the dog.
Who?
Deuce.
But Deuce is
Mitch
producing.
Rob.
Where's OG?
Josh Hart.
Where's OG?
Jalen Brunson. Bridges, I still give Bridges because you know why? He plays the long game. He's going to be there for the playoffs because I still give him that snatch and snatching Boston's soul. He still got credit with me for that one. When he snatched that ball and threw it, and we killed Boston in the playoffs because of Bridges.
Yeah,
and Cat when he's on. All right, we got the dogs.
But no, a dog doesn't come to the fight. Oh, maybe I'll bite today. Maybe I'll fucking growl. A dog doesn't do that.
And let me ask you this, and it's another factor, and you've been going back and forth with Jay Blaze.
A dog, like my brother said, we exchanged 2 pit bulls for a German Shepherd and some poodles. Listen, my guy. What I'm fucking telling you, when you have a pit bull in the yard, the nigga's attacking the fence. He's attacking the fucking mailman. He's attacking his own dick. Pause. Like, it's only go, nigga. It's only go. Devo was on go. Randall, he might have fumbled, but he was always on go. Yeah, I mean,
listen. If it wasn't for OKC, if it wasn't for OKC coming in with that $79 million offer that we couldn't match to get Hartenstein, none of this shit would have happened. But
we can't go too far.
No, hold on a second.
Let's not go
because
too far.
We lost the center, and then we lost the center. We had a guy.
You're going too far back.
We had to get a center.
You're going too far back.
We had to get a center, so we had to go get Cat. And because
that's not why we got him. That's not why we didn't get Cat to be a center. We got him because we needed a threat.
We needed a center and the best available center at the time because we gotta remember it all started when they gave Jericho and they gave Hartenstein and they gave Mitch Rob the 3 centers that we had to secure because we couldn't go into the playoffs without a center. We lost Robinson. Then we lost Hartenstein. Then we gave away Sims. So those 3 guys that we had secured. Remember a couple of years ago when we did that? Because we were building our playoff hopes on at least one of the centers that we have to be very delicate with.
We went with a star stretch 5.
Hold on a second, bro. So we lost Hartenstein some money, bro. We lost Hartenstein. We had a big argument about.
Mike, you're not reading the room.
Let him finish his point. Let him finish his point.
Hold on, because then I'm gonna forget what the fuck I gotta say. First of all, we're talking about fucking reading the room. We're talking about players that are here now. We exchanged. We got Jalen Brunson to help Randall out. We got rid of Randall. So what happened? Jalen Brunson needs that star power help to help him out. That's why we got Cat. Because Antetokounmpo or nobody of that stature was available. You feel what I'm saying? That would shift the needle. Cat was supposed to be that player. But at the same time, everybody knew,
we had not a center secured when we lost Hartenstein, bro. It all started with fucking because the whole point of us going into it was to have Mitch Rob, and Hartenstein so that we could go into the playoff. We lost Mitch Rob when Embiid put him down. We still I don't remember if it was that year or that following when we signed the 3 fucking centers.
No, no,
Jericho.
no, no, no. It was that year. It was that year
We
that
were
that
trying to
Hartenstein
secure the center
when Mitch
spot,
when
bro,
Mitch,
because
when
we
Mitch got
needed
in.
so we lost. We weren't. Mitch Rob was injured. He was coming off an injury. We weren't going to play him full time. We were going to start him. So we had to go get a center because we lost the main center who, when Mitch was out, got us to the playoff, helped get us there, including Devo. That combination of the Villanova 3 and Hartenstein and what we had, right, got us to the playoff. But when we lost Hartenstein and he left because of the mega money he was offered, remember we had this debate, well, right? How much you could make with 89 million in New York City versus what you could do out there in OKC? And I told you he was going to go to OKC because
Yeah, he
he's from the
did.
West Coast. Anyways, hold on a second. Let me finish my thought. All right,
I'm
you had your
agreeing.
chance. All right, so we lost the center. So then the only center that was the only who wouldn't have gotten Cat when he was available. We went out and got a center because we were weak at the center spot. So we went out there and they wanted DiVincenzo and we gave away Randall. So we made Randall happy, who's very happy right now, even though we did him fucked up. Because he had the kid thing going on that night, and that very night we sent him away. But he's happy overall where he's at. He's playing well. They're the playoff team. Okay? I don't know if he's gonna be. I'm voting for him all-star in my votes. All right? Because I'm voting. Anyways, that's besides the point. We gave him Randall, and we had to give him DiVincenzo so that we can get Cat. So then we were good at the center spot. And not only that, we were rehabbing fucking Mitch Rob, right? Which is what we're still doing right now, right? Because we need our bigs, dude. And we need our number one offensive rebounder. We got the number one fucking offensive rebounder out there after fucking Steve Adams, bro. I wanted Steve Adams when he's healthy. But now we got Mitch Rob. We got Big Mitch. We got the best thing out there. We got the number one offensive rebounder. Even fucking Gibbs got to admit that shit. And you're gonna stand people talk about trying to give him away. Are you crazy? Are you fucking nuts?
Yeah, let me know you're ready.
I'm not giving.
No,
Yo, let
nobody
me go on
did.
my rant for a second. Let me go on my rant. I'm not giving fucking Mitch Rob or fucking Deuce away, bro. Nor am I giving Jalen Brunson away. Nor am I giving Josh Hart away. Nor am I giving fucking Tyler Kolek away. That's me. All right. We built around that shit. We built around Deuce. All right. That's my fucking opinion, bro. We strengthen the strength that we have. All right. Because that's what got us to the fucking playoff. But my point is that we only got Cat because we were losing centers. We got the center spot. All right.
You done?
Yeah, me quité. Gracias.
Thank you. Now you listen. First of all, we didn't go after Cat just because of centers. You got a superstar talent. Leon Rose was brought in here to bring in superstar or great talent. The fact that we got lucky because Minnesota.
You just exactly made my point.
Right. And
so if we don't have time out. If we wouldn't have gotten after Cat, then you would have said Leon Rose isn't doing his job, right?
Again,
that's why you went after Cat. He was the biggest name out there at the center spot.
He wasn't available. No superstar was available. They only went after him, first of all, because we got Gershon Rosas, who was from Minnesota, who was in the front office of Minnesota. He knew the workings of Minnesota because they were bloated on salaries, just like they still are. They were so over the luxury tax, and they didn't want to keep paying over the super luxury tax because they paid Najee Marshall $90 million. I can go down the salary. I studied this shit. They paid all these dudes way too much money, and they had to make a choice. How do we keep this team or stay winning without blowing the team up around and make this kid that we just got, this young talent, and pay him? So they said, you know what? We can get Randall, who's giving us the same amount of scoring, which we said when we had Randall. He's giving us Giannis numbers, he's giving us Jokic numbers, and he's giving us Cat numbers at a lower value of only $60 million, right? And then we said, yo, now's our chance. We can probably flip this. When would that happen? No one would ever give us that opportunity as a Knick. So we gave him Julius Randle. They said, all right, that his contract works where it'll keep us under the books, but on top of that, we want Dante DiVincenzo in order to work. So we had to get rid of him. It was a money move because they were bloated and it was still giving them the equal stats that we always said. That's why we went at him, because he's a superstar talent that we were able to get that we would have never had the opportunity other than that to do it. So that's why you go for it. That's why you blow up the team, and that's why you make the adjustments that we're looking at now with a shitty bench. That's why we had a shitty bench last year, because we gave away our dogs, which is the whole point of what I said in the beginning of this, that we need to get new dogs. We gave away our breeders. We gave away our breeding dogs.
But little brother, but what my point is what I'm saying is that we didn't give away our dogs just to give them away.
I didn't say that. I understand. I didn't say we gave them away just to give them away. We got a superstar.
We didn't. If OKC hadn't that come with him with that offer, he would have stayed a Knick, right? And we would have ran it back with DiVincenzo. Then we wouldn't have had to go after fucking Cat. We would have kept Hartenstein. But they put money in front of him, mad money in front of him that we couldn't even. You could only offer him $17 million at the time when they came with $89 million, bro.
Nobody expected that. Hartenstein was getting waived by the Clippers. Nobody wanted him.
Why we had to make the moves we had to make the moves, because once he was gone, we had to fucking do something.
What does it have to do with now? What does it have to do with right now? What does it have to do with right now?
It has to do with now, because that's where we are right now with Cad, bro.
What about
we are with Cat right now?
Cat is
running back with Hartenstein, and now we're also talking about trying to get him in the fucking summer, bro. If he's available, we can get him.
The point, look,
Hartenstein.
The point of listen. We can dream and say, if I would have played the 7 numbers last week, 7 numbers, I would have won the lottery. We can cry about that shit all we want. You have to look at what you have. We got to be realistic. We have a superstar Cat. Whether you like him, you don't like how he plays, you don't like whatever, he is our superstar. He's capable of giving us whatever we thought we could get. 6 or 7 threes, hit from the range. Give us. He's the leading in the NBA in rebounds total right now. So how do you get this guy to perform to what he's supposed to be doing? Whether he's emotional, whatever you say, you have got to make this superstar you traded for. You invested your future in him. You can't just let him rot or take all these L's. So it's up to the organization and up to Mike Brown, who's Mike Brown's fault right now of how the players are, whether you take it or not. It's always a coach's fault. So it's up to this coach to get his shit together, figure out how to play Cat with or without Brunson. He should be getting 30 to 45 points. Last night was a good starter kit. It was okay, but he still didn't maximize Cat. So it's up to the coach, Mike Brown.
So you're saying that Cat's playing bad because of Mike Brown?
Absolutely. Was Cat playing like this last year? He wasn't. Cat was an all-star and all-NBA player last year. So you can't just say he was doing this same play how he's playing now. He was doing that last year. If he was playing like this last year...
So with your logic, according to your logic, is Mike Brown's fault the ticky-tack fouls that Cat is getting on the court?
No, Mike. No.
No.
It's not.
You just said the opposite.
But I said how he played. So he was getting ticky-tack fouls in Minnesota. He still got 60 points in Minnesota. He was getting ticky-tack fouls in Minnesota.
We're not talking about Minnesota. We're not talking about Minnesota, dude. We're not talking about Minnesota.
I'm telling you.
We're talking about the last games that he's been playing recently.
His ticky-tack
where he gets ticky-tack fouls.
It's his career.
With the Knicks. With Mike Brown, not in Minnesota.
His career, he's done that forever.
You guys are not under.
I'm talking about right now with fucking Mike Brown and with the Knicks in the last couple of games.
It's Mike Brown's fault.
My nigga, I'm trying to get to that point.
There you go. Organic fanatic fans. This is the logic. Organic fanatic logic.
There's proof and then there's feelings.
No, the difference. Listen, the difference is that this coach at no point in time has these players fucking back with even a fucking a play.
I'll give you that.
My nigga. So how, my nigga, if you get a ticky-tack foul and you and everybody in the arena sees it and you don't challenge it, I've even heard announcers saying, why isn't he challenged? I would have challenged that. I would have challenged when you don't have your players back. Oh, zero. He probably has
two
Challenges a whole
calls.
year.
What do you?
The challenges.
He probably has fucking Tibbs would have 78 challenges now. That shows your players that you have their fucking back. But when you never do it, when you never show up for them, how the fuck do you want them to show up for you at all?
That's facts.
When? When?
And also the
When?
and also the challenge
When?
of referees.
When?
And also to let the referees like, no, even if you lose them, yo, I'm challenging this. This is a call. You're missing it. He got slapped 3 times, and you forced the refs to do it.
Hey, like Cat Williams said, at least you could try. At least you could try. Try, motherfucker. Try.
And that's what we're saying is Mike Brown, bro.
Mike. That's like you going to work and your nigga says, yo, look, all of this gotta be done. That's all he says. He done what? Demolition? Do we gotta fucking take all the frames down? Like, and you're just there guessing. What kind of fucking leadership is it? There's no leadership coming from this goofy ass motherfucker, bro. He don't never have their back. That's why niggas was balling in all stars and top 5 players in their position for Tibbs last year. The same fucking team.
And
number two seed with less of a bench. What the fuck is you saying, nigga?
And not to mention the Knicks were, I think, top 3 in challenges last year. Thibodeau in challenges, and this year nothing. You get listen. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if Mike Brown knows. I seriously.
Hold on. Just with that point being said, what does that say about your coach? What does 79 challenges in 2 weeks say about your coach? What does it say? Even if you don't believe it, I'ma believe it first.
Listen, somebody needs to tell Mike Brown that challenges are free. They don't cost anything.
This nigga's a goofball. When have you heard Tibbs calling out any player by name
Never.
in the media?
Never.
When has he said it by name? Calling niggas out. When has Tibbs laughed with the fucking media and with the refs? When has Tibbs hugged the fucking ops? When?
During a game.
These are
during a game.
These are goofy ass qualities. You think fucking Jalen Brunson respects that? You think JP? You think Hart respects that? You think Bridges respects that? Come on, my nigga. Let's be logical, my nigga.
And
You some fucking comments.
hey, listen.
These niggas are like, yo, we got a goofball fucking leading us. He won't even call one challenge. He's laughing. I like Mitch, and I like dicks in my ass. Like
Yeah,
LeBron.
come on, man. Come on. And by the way, he got paid. He got a 5-year contract. Just so y'all know, he has a 5-year contract. So you're on mute, Machete. But you're on mute.
Yeah, I hear you. You're not wrong.
Hey,
I'm gonna argue on that one.
Keith, listen. I'm gonna make it my mission. I don't think with the program we have now.
Great silence.
The program
Great
we have
silence.
now.
Listen, this is the point I don't be hearing from niggas. Like, bro, listen. Hey, we're gonna have a lot of fucking. We're gonna have everybody else reiterating what we're saying. We don't put a date. We never put a fucking caption that says, "Oh, Mike Brown, nigga, we all over the fucking place." This is the TOF. We all over the fucking place. We're gonna talk about every topic there is, my nigga.
We call spade a spade.
And I'll tell you one thing: a coach that don't stand up for you is a bitch ass nigga. He's a goof. Even Dave.
Watch your language. Watch your language. Watch what
my
you say.
nigga, I don't want
like
no
a
nigga
racist.
like that. I never wanted no nigga like that repping the blue and orange. That's not what we built from.
Yes.
Hey, let me. Hey, salute to the chat. We appreciate you. Us as Knicks
Right,
fans.
his opinion isn't necessarily our
5 fucking
opinion.
Let me read the
years.
chat. Let me read
5
the chat.
fucking
Let me
years.
read the chat. Let me read the chat, guys. Come on.
Right?
Y'all wilding right. Okay.
Go. My bad.
So let me see. David says Bridges has shot like 11 free throws all year. He's afraid to draw contact to keep his Iron Man streak going. That's interesting. The Cat disrespectors were studying. B. Willis says get some guys to compliment Cat is what we need. Again, that's what I'm talking about as far as other players to get right now. The dogs, other players like Precious Achua can compliment Cat, where he can do the dirty work and defense. Where Cat's
I got the perfect player to compliment him.
too.
Antetokounmpo. Get this nigga the fuck up out of here.
Listen, if you're talking about that, you're talking about OG. You're talking about whole other players, but that's another time frame. Let me see. Us as Knicks fans, we know we never get calls, and I agree. You're right, B. Willis. We don't get calls, but there's certain calls like, which is crazy. Even the fact that the one that they called the foul, a flagrant on Cat when he was driving to the basket the last game, he literally was doing a natural basketball play, and the guy, I mean, it's crazy.
Bro. I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate it when niggas bring this bullshit up. I hate it when niggas bring this bullshit
Let me
up
read
with
the
the
chat.
fucking my nigga. The boxers do not fucking fight for the fucking refs, my nigga. Is you go in there and you throw hands and you knock a nigga the fuck out, or you're gonna be fucking like Cat every 5 seconds, laying down on the floor, asking the referee this, asking the nigga. That's not what we here for, nigga. We should be blowing niggas out. We should be getting multiple 3 fucking stops in a row. This is this what Wayne stop is for. This is why all these motherfuckers is here for. It's the fucking coach, my nigga. We was top fucking number 2 seed last fucking year. This goofball has took the culture and shitted on it. We don't have no fucking identity. And everything is yo, the shit already hit the fan. It's all over the fucking room.
Yo, when you, I mean, when you like, even I'm gonna give you rapper terms. You know what I'm saying? We got the Wu-Tang Clan is our starting five, right? But you don't let the artists go out and do the drama, right? You need the shooters. You need the other people that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't known. When the Wu-Tang got problems, they get the shooters. They get the people, you know what I'm saying, to do the dirty work. That's what we need. The people that we got are not doing the dirty work. B. Willis says we need like 3 goons on the squad. If you have Alvarado and you can get Precious, those are 2 dogs that you could probably squeeze in and get now that can help out, that can do some dirty work and you know what I'm saying, get the crowd hype and get the intensity up and bring the energy. You need energy guys. Those 2 guys are people that we could possibly get right now, whether it takes 2 picks, a youth player. Those are some. Listen, I love Kolek. I'm with some of the players we got, but if you got to move them to get people to win now, if this is a all-in season now, if Tatum's out now, you got Halliburton out now. If not now, when? If not now, when? Next year when they're healthy, Tatum and now we got to go through them and hope that we have rhythm. If they were playing how they were playing last year, we would have been. There would have been a fire sale right now. If Boston's number 1, Indiana's number 2, they're balling out, and we're at 5 or 6. Everybody would have been. The way we're playing now is a 5 or 6 team. We're playing like a 5 or 6 seed right now. So how much farther did it slide? And you and Two Shots were saying you're not going to sound the alarm. There's no time to panic. We're 11 games, a 9-game losing streak. 3 games, all right. 4 games, things can happen. 5 and 6, this is starting to look a little weird. When you're at 9 losses, that's not like, we got a little something going on. 9 losses is crazy. And these are to good teams where you're supposed to be compatible playing with these dudes. And that's something to say. That's all I'm saying is that we got 2 weeks, give or take. We're at the 17th. February 5th is the deadline. I'm looking for something this week. It should not take up to that deadline before something happens. I need to see Leon Rose and everybody exhausted, leaving the Knicks front office, leaving the Madison Square Garden looking tired. I need to see baggy eyes. I need to see a big cell phone bill. I need to see 2 or 3 phones. They need to be on these phones right now.
Listen, that was gonna be one of my points too. James Dolan said that he wanted his vision
was old school Detroit Pistons, fucking Ben Wallace,
Hamilton, all the aggressive players. Rashid,
the other Wallace. You know
Rashid
what I
was a
mean?
dog. Ben Wallace was a dog.
And this isn't his vision. This is
No for
not
the
his
Sloppy Billups.
Listen, even was it
The what?
Prince, Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince was a killer.
Yeah.
He was a defensive
Prince,
menace, a defensive menace who could hit three, a menace.
Hamilton.
I'm just saying, this is what Dolan vocalized himself.
And
He said it himself. I want a team that plays like brothers, like with unity, blue collar, play defense first, fucking and run down on niggas,
but
not scared of shit.
blue
You feel what
collar,
I'm saying? And Leon Rose bring all of that in. Did he make a few moves to try to go for the shiny diamond, and that shiny diamond has some flaws. It wasn't VVS, it was VS. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you gotta do what the big honcho says. He wants that unity. He wants them dogs. So like my brother said, we short on time. We got 2 weeks left. Niggas better go grab Devo. Better go grab Precious. Do whatever. Mike saying that we can't get rid of Kolek. I'm throwing him right the fuck out of here to get Devo. I don't give a fuck. If we need to include him for Precious, listen.
Hey, hold
we
on.
need our dog. I'm tired of these poodle and German shepherds.
Let me read the chat. Keith Watkins says, "Keep all sharp objects away from New Knicks tonight." Yo, bro, get off the ledge. New Knicks is on the ledge. He's swinging on that like he's hanging. Let's see what we look like at the end of February. So Keith Watkins is on the machete tip. Let's see what happens at the end of February. B. Willis says, that's all defenders, bro. I think he was talking about me. He says, if Leon want to be here 5 more years, he's got to make moves. I agree with that. Bodega Wi-Fi says, depends if Bridges is part of the trade. He isn't available for trade until January 31st. So that you're looking at that. He's just saying if you're looking at Giannis, you got to look at other players in general. Not saying that.
Okay. Like, listen, them two been playing like shit. I get that. I agree with, but we're not getting rid of Bridges and we're not getting rid of OG. I'm not starting over at those two positions. Either way, we already know who's not going nowhere. So we don't have to reiterate.
I won't go that far. I won't go that far saying that everybody's guaranteed. I won't go that far. At least for this year, maybe. Let me see. No big trades will come until off season from Keith. I agree with that. And Keith Watkins, to your point, I'm going to make it my mission to find out. He's been asking, and I think we'll grow more if we can get some callers in to make a phone call in. I have to figure. I don't think I can do it in this platform. I might have to do a different platform where we pay some money. So I got to get M Special to see if he can help us. If not, we'll work it out. But I'll figure it out for you. He says phone calls will definitely be getting because we would love to hear from you guys. We'd love for you guys to be either on the ledge with us or reach out your hand and help us from the ledge, Keith. We definitely got to hear from you.
We definitely agree with you, but all upgrades will be done and modifications will be done after 500. We almost there, 447.
Bodega says, don't forget the shoelaces. I guess so. Let's see what we look like. Listen, and I'm going to go back to what I was saying in the beginning. I'm not on the ledge for the team, our starting 5. I'm not on the ledge all the way. I know we have the skill set and ability to get to the team that we know that we have that played last year. They're there. The skill set's there. Something, whatever it is, that happens in the season. Even Stan Van Gundy, when we played Golden State, this was Golden State's probably best rhythm. He said they had a lot of injuries, like what Machete was saying. We've had a lot of constant injuries sporadically, whether it was Deuce, whether it was Josh, whether it was JB, whether it was Shamma. A lot of players that we haven't played them consistently together to be to that winning program, and that has kind of helped the young players, Kolek, McCullard, Diawara, learn and get some time. So that's helped them get some skills until these players are available. So I do get that. But you also got to know where you're lacking in. What you're seeing in the 11-game skid is not something that just happens. There's something there. and it's up to the organization and the coach to figure that out. This is a really long slide of losing, and how we're losing it shows. If it's just we're losing a couple close games is all right, but we're losing from effort. We're losing from not playing 48 minutes. We're losing on things that we weren't doing in the beginning of the year. You can't go from averaging 30 assists a game and going 20-2 to just getting 20 assists. Go ahead, Machete.
And also, you got to remember that the teams that we're playing are also adjusting to us. They're seeing how we are. We're not only playing with a little bit of a handicap, but they're also adjusting to. And it, also the coaches is still trying to give. I think he's letting these guys win around the first time, so that the next time is okay. You know what? We give you the respect. Whatever we're on your court. I'm just saying, it could be just stupid what I'm saying. But, giving them that first kind of goal, they've adjusted. But now we'll see the third and fourth time we play you. Because we came back and stomped Orlando after they were beating us.
Well, I mean, I did see the Golden State game, and Golden State had our number defensively. Yeah, I mean, they were all over the place.
But Draymond Green was...
Because of the fact that they're playing, I take a turn, you take a turn, they're not playing. You feel what I'm saying?
But I told you that. It's exactly what I'm saying. So you have that ingredient of Mike Brown coming into Steve Kerr arena and giving them the respect. And I'm just saying that we don't want to lose on purpose or anything like that. But it's kind of like that. Kind of like, you coming into their territory. Draymond Green is playing that fucking head game and getting away with it. Doing stupid shit like that played more on Cat's reaction. And it's like I was saying in the chat also, I think that these refs making these bad calls or these non-calls, because it is something also that the commenters are talking about. They're usually good. They've been good lately.
No,
but sometimes they've been getting a lot of bad calls that you can see where I can see now why Cat does get frustrated. Well, you know what I mean? There's that ingredient. But also I think it's just going around with the other coaches and giving them that first win. So the next time we're just going to punch you right back in the face.
What you're seeing now too is what people aren't talking about, but what you're seeing now, just like you're seeing the changing of the guard for the NBA for players, the Steph Currys, the LeBrons, you're seeing them transition and start phase out to this new generation. You're also seeing that with the refereeing. If you're looking at the referees, there's Scott Foster, there's Zach Zarba, but it's usually one senior ref. And there's a lot of young referees, which are pretty much terrible not looking at travels. But if you're looking at the games now, there's a lot of new refs that you're seeing in the game and very few high experienced refereeing. So if you're seeing they're kind of letting them figure it out. And at the last minute, you're having the Zach Zarbas, the Fosters make the final call. If they missed it, all right, I'm going to blow my whistle. That's why you're seeing some of the late whistles, which they'll be like, I'm going to see what these rookies do. I'm going to let them see what they figure out, and then I'm going to make the final call if they didn't catch it, right? So you're seeing some of the new rookie refereeing.
That's a good point. That's something I'll pay more attention to about who's making the calls, because they are mixing a lot of the older, a lot of the old guard with the new guard. You're seeing a lot of new faces, but they're also showcasing a lot of the older guys, especially when they're having the prime games. And we really don't have a lot of good luck when the games are on prime. It's different when we got Frazier and Mike Breen and the rest. But when we're with prime, we're not winning a lot of games. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on over there with that.
I mean, if we're looking at who's making the calls, we got to look at who's not making calls, like not getting challenges. For every non-challenge there is, you might as well give the other team 8 points because of the morale of the team. You know what I mean? So like it goes both ways.
Let me pose this question to you guys. Go ahead, Knicks. Go ahead. Finish. Let me pose this question to you guys. Machete, you say you're not jumping off the ledge. Keith Watkins, you're saying you're not jumping off the ledge. Two Shots is saying don't jump off the ledge. And I get it, but my question, I'm going to read what you just put in there right now, Keith Watkins, in a second. But my question to you guys, when does that hit? Let me give you 10 games, Machete. If in 10 games We're 5-5. Does that a panic button?
Well, I mean, if me myself, I read the room, right? And how do you read the room amongst a team? You can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their attitudes. You know what I mean? It's like this team that has lost its identity is like they're playing on
Yeah,
feelings.
to your point,
Like,
Keith's point that he just made is to what you're saying. Let me read Keith's chat. Keith says,
yeah,
I'm sorry, but I truly feel that if if we're really contenders, then we have to figure out ways to win when we are shorthanded. What other contenders have a 10-game streak like this? Yo, that's a shot. What other teams that are contenders have had a 10-game slide? Cleveland was
not
struggling,
none,
and
not
that
none.
without Darius Garland, they
I
didn't
think
have
we the only team.
Darius. I mean, Cleveland
Good
was
point. Good point. Good
Cle-
fucking point. Good fucking
I
point.
agree.
Good take.
Listen, that was a great take. And Cleveland was missing Darius Garland, their starter. That's like missing Jalen Brunson for 2 months of the season, and they were struggling. And you seeing Donovan Mitchell had to figure a way out to win, and he had to do all this stuff, and he's doing it again. They're struggling because they're missing their other two. That's like just like Jalen Brunson missing 2 months.
And they don't have a 10 game losing streak.
And
I'm pretty sure of that.
to continue, he says OKC started perfect for damn near 25 games without their second best player and 3 total rotation players out. That's so
Good point.
you go
Good
20
take.
you go 25-3 with 3 of your key
Yo,
rotational
The,
players.
the OF chat, the OF chat is
Keith
on point
Watkins is
tonight.
cooking.
Oh, cook, boy. I hope you got
Hey,
your step hat on.
I gotta read his third comment. He's on one. He's back to back. Back he put
Go.
hey, hey, listen. He's on his DJ Khaled. Another one. His
Hey,
other
we need to get this phone
hey,
going.
listen, I'm gonna make it my goal to get the phones. We would love to be with you guys and talk with you guys. I know you guys are gonna go off. I promise. All right. See the way my checkings and savings are set up.
Listen, I guarantee when that happens, we're gonna be having 6-hour pods.
Hey, more than
Just so
likely.
warning.
Listen, hey, old man Knicks also says Denver, Boston, Detroit, Houston, all shorthanded, all handling their business, balling, all of them. Okay, and even who do we just played right now? Phoenix just trade they Phoenix just traded.
Boston was.
What?
They were in a losing streak at the beginning of the season. They had a bad losing streak.
Mike, he
But that's
gave
his
a
point.
good enough example.
That's his
Mike, stop biting into details, bro. He gave a good enough example, and he made great points.
Who were
So
contenders?
just-
Who were contenders? So Indiana was a contender, right?
and yes,
And they have a really bad streak, right? So Boston was a contender, right?
yes. Where are they now?
Now they had,
Where are they now?
but they've adjusted.
Where are they now?
In the beginning, we had up to a point, and now we're going through a rut that the people that the bosses and the teams that are
Hold
doing
on.
well right now.
Don't backtrack.
In the beginning-
Stick to the point here. Stick to the point. Okay.
What I'm saying is that the difference is that we're going through a rut now that they went through their rut in the beginning of the season when we were doing good.
Mike, the rut is consistent. It's a consistent
They
rut.
were on a game losing streak in the beginning, also fucking bad.
But look at what Keith Watkins said. There's no team. He gave plenty of great examples.
Not right now. In the beginning of the season, they was. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it right now, but they were before.
Who?
We're just doing it right now. We were in the beginning.
But not in a Mike. We have 2 All-Stars. We were the top 5
Right now. So
Mike,
we're going through a fucking rut right now,
this
motherfucker.
same-
They
Mike,
can't hear you guys.
this
They
same
can't hear you guys.
This same team was top 5 in all starters last year. We're talking about the same team, Mike. And none of those other teams we're everybody that talks about the Knicks before the season started, the Knicks are going for the chip. The Knicks are going for the chip. Boston is out of it because they lost this whatever his name is. You feel what I'm saying?
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. So they were supposed to be out of it.
a lot of these teams
and then hold on.
that keep
To that point,
Walker said,
to that point, to that point, you're saying too. Boston not only lost Tatum, they lost Porzingis, they lost Drew Holiday, they lost a lot of the guys that they won a chip with, and they're almost better than us. They weren't even expected to be in. They were expected to be 8th or less, and they're almost in first place. This is the difference from effort. OKC, to his point, they just won the championship. They're young players or whatnot, but they didn't have their second best player, and then they didn't have 3 of their bench players, and they went 21 and 3. And yes, they went through a struggle now when they're getting their players. They lost. They lost to us, and they went on a rut of 6 games, and then they're starting to get their shit together. Houston, even Phoenix that they just traded Kevin Durant. They traded for Green, an elite young talent, and he hasn't played in over a month. And they beat us twice with one of their best players out, and with Devin Booker only scoring 5 of 23. So we have to be real. And I get it. To your point, yes. Could we play better if everybody's there? And could we dominate? Yes. But to Key's point and to what we've been saying, our losing is effort right now. People are not playing 48 minutes. It's not like they're diving at and we're playing 48 minutes and we're hustling and we're doing all this and we're losing because we don't have the talent. It's effort.
And on top of that, a lot of the young players that were stepping up were playing better than the starters, with more effort and more energy. Our bench was outscoring our starters.
So all
Look at Deuce. Dude is fresh off the bench, 6 man all the time, right behind Jalen Brunson. He's scoring more than Bridges. He's scoring more than OG. He's scoring more than Cat in numerous games. He can't do it by himself.
Salute to Brunson and Kolek, who've taken the identity of Jalen Brunson, who see how Jalen Brunson comes into the game.
Boy, you said Brunson and Kolek.
I'm sorry, Deuce and Kolek. I meant Deuce too took the identity of Brunson. That they see how Brunson comes when he comes into the game. He's gonna in attack mode. He's gonna do what he does. Yesterday, you didn't see the game, but yesterday Deuce was playing. He was aggressive the whole time. He was putting his head down and driving. There was a point that Cat was calling to give me the ball. He's like, "Yo, give me the ball, give me the ball." He shoot him away like a fly. He said, "Go." And Cat was like, "Give me the rock." He said, "Move." And he went around him, did a crossover, and hit the 3. He was like, "Nah, I need this to go." And go ahead.
That goes to the point that I was telling you on the last pod. Why isn't Cat doing that? Why isn't OG doing that? Like, yo, if we're in such a shithole, all these players that we know that get 20, 30, 40 points, none of them are doing what Deuce is doing. Like, yo, get the fuck out the way. Let me handle this shit. Y'all niggas follow me.
Listen, Cat's help is supposed to be OG and supposed to be Bridges. I can understand Bridges here and there, but those two, OG, you're making $50 million a year. 50. There's no reason OG is not scoring 20 to 25 points a year. Mute your mic, Machete. There's no reason why he's not scoring 20 to 25 points. I can't mute this guy. Machete, mute it. There you go, sir. Thank you. There's no reason why he's not scoring that much. So it's up. He needs help. So now it's OG. Brunson's out. Hopefully he doesn't come back for at least 3 games. But you need to see how OG played yesterday, 21 points, and he was playing aggressive. He only had 21 points. We need 25-point average OG. Average. He can't have these games where he's 9 points, 15 points, 12 points. Go ahead.
And to your point, look, last year we had a certain meter that we knew if the Knicks hit 28 to 30 points in the first, if we had 20, 25 plus assists, we're not getting none of the above. And the assists come from having trust and faith in the niggas that you balling with.
Listen.
So none of them niggas believe in none of them.
I wouldn't listen. I don't even know how much Vujacic is making in Chicago. I wouldn't be mad if they brought him over. And you have Cat and him stretching floors. That would be crazy. He's a lethal 3-point shooter. Great catcher. He's a big guy. He plays great in the post. So I wouldn't be mad at Vujicic. If we can somehow get Vujicic from Chicago, they're imploding. I ain't mad at that. It'll be maybe too much offense, but that frees up a little bit. I would like to see Vujicic. He's phenomenal from the free throw.
Hey,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Listen, we top 5 trash in defense. Offense is not our problem. Offense is like you said in the beginning.
I agree.
We need dogs. We need dogs.
And
we need pit bulls.
I agree with you.
We don't need poodles. Enough with the German shepherds.
But this system
is not working.
I'm only saying that because I want to say Bodega said it, and I said it before, which I agree. Salute to Bodega. He said that. But the only reason why I say it is because of the system that Mike Brown runs. That would help out because we're relying too much on Josh Hart. Now you're starting to see Josh break down because we're relying on him too much. We're using almost like how Thibodeau did last year. I'm telling you, Mike Brown is a black tip to a certain extent. We're using Josh too much. Josh is getting hurt. He had back spasm and ankle right now. He's breaking down too early. We're using him too much. We're relying on him too much. He did get us these wins, but he's doing way too much and hurting himself that if he goes out or is injured for a long period of time, then what? We're relying on this battery that's running on 50%. Everybody has to pull away. It has to be OG. If you get a Vujicic, I'm just saying it could be possible. The only reason why I'm saying it frees up the spaces up and lets these other players do what they're supposed to do. There's something that has to get done. All I have to say is something has to get done within these next 2 weeks.
Listen, I think if we're going on what Leon Rose has been building, which is what Dolan wants, you would have to go after Devo. Devo is guaranteed 20, 30 points, just like and defense.
But you have
to say he's going up against Embiid. He's going up against and so will Precious.
Precious is gettable though.
The thing is that we're not starting over with the mentality because they were already here. They already know that Jalen Brunson will feel a lot better. Josh Hart will feel a lot better. I'm pretty sure if we get Devo will transform into the vocal captain of the shit. The nigga almost fought Rick Brunson.
Yeah, but dude, listen.
What more else you want?
I said if it's an opportunity, and I think we could if there was an opportunity there. But at the same time, why would they do it? Why would they do it if they're winning right now? Excuse me, I apologize. So why would I know money wise they could, but they can hold out to the end of the year. Right now they're winning. They're in the top of the West. They're rolling right now. If it was a money thing towards the end of the year, you're looking at it. Yes, it's probably not going to happen mid-season. That's why Jose Alvarado would kind of work. He's a light version of that. He's a more aggressive dog. He's a better defender.
It's all about camaraderie, like Mike was saying. Yeah, I mean, Devo already knows Brunson.
But you can't. They're not going to let him go. They're not.
If Alvarado comes in, he has to fucking get to know Brunson, get to know the rest of the squad.
Everybody does.
Devo already knows everybody. He already knows.
But
you feel what I'm saying?
But they're not going to let him go. We got to be real. They're not going to let him go. If I'm winning, that's like saying if we winning, we're going to let go of Bridges mid-season. You know what I mean? Like, why would we do that?
I'll give them 3 players. Kolek is damn near Devo. So if
I agree, I think I said the same thing. You give them Devo for money, but would they do that now? Maybe. At least you make the call. I say make the call and make it happen. I'd like for that to happen if it's possible. I don't know if they do it in the middle of the year.
Throw in Washington's pick. Something.
That's where the Don has to start going. Right now, the phone calls got to go off. This is what I'm saying, that the starting 5 need help. Mike Brown is relying on Josh. We need Josh back in the bench. If we get Josh back to the bench, you get Mitch Robinson to the bench with who we have now. We got a dope 5, maybe out of Vujicic or Precious. Precious would be ideal because Kings are trying to But do they, now they got a good deal with him? Do they keep him cheap? He's a young cat. I don't know if they rebuild with him.
By Friday, Leon Rose is making. He's definitely made a move. By Friday, latest Saturday, a move has
I
been
said we're
made.
gonna see from now to next Sunday if anything happens. Keith Watkins says
I,
big
I,
problem is giving up 30 plus consistently in the first quarter as well. It seems to happen 4 out of 5 games. And this is in the
yeah,
beginning of
but
the game
that
when you got
goes
your most energy. When you got your most energy, that you're not giving
and
up that effort.
and listen, that's Raw's Hebrew point. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a three stop in a row. We don't see those plays like we used to see last year, like it consistently. It, once niggas is punching you in the face, what do? Put your hands down and extend your face? You gotta stop the bleeding.
But that's why you need defenders. And to Big Willis, B Willis, he says got to get high motor players like Achua. Achua is probably gettable, even though they're winning with him and they'd like to get him there. If you can give him Yabu and maybe a pick, you got to make it desirable. Maybe you give up McCullard if you. I mean, I don't know. Not that you'd want to, but you got to figure something out. You got to get players that you can play right now. As much as you like the young kids and you want to get the young kids rolling, we need to get them back in their seats and watch players that can play. Precious Achua is definitely one that we can definitely go after. Can you get a Sadiq Bey? I don't know. Does New Orleans want to give it up? Is it going to cost us too much money for Sadiq Bey? It's going to be kind of interesting. But we definitely, something has happened this week, in my opinion, to see what happens there. Bodega says, I agree that we don't have a killer instinct. We stay playing on our heels. You need the dogs to get that. You know what I'm saying? To get all the other all the other dogs in the kennel riled up. You need those 1 to 2 that are willing to bark and push on that cage to get the other dogs riled up. You need people that are willing to do that. OG is a beast, but he's not a dog. He's not an aggressive dog. That is why we're lacking and we're looking for him to do it. Sometimes he can turn on, sometimes he can't. You need that player. Got to get taller players that can hide Cat and Brunson on defense. That's where we're looking at Precious Achua, someone who's fast, quick, can defend. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm not going to stay here too long because we're already at the 2-hour mark. But Keith Watkins says JB and Hart's accumulation of minutes last 2 seasons has caught up a bit. He should maybe have sat longer to start the season and maybe sit till his ankle is completely healed, regardless of our record. If you're talking about Jalen Brunson, it's Jalen Brunson. This is where I'm telling you that the coach, his father, the team has to save him from himself. But because he has these goals that he wants to do, it's hard for you to sit Brunson. Brunson is a winner that he doesn't like losing. He doesn't. If he sees that there's any way that he can help the team, he's gonna do whatever it takes. He's gonna go on the team. If you got with a boot, if he has to draw a Nike symbol on his boot, he's gonna do it. But that's where we need to get these other players. But right now, you're looking between now and next week. We should be looking at people, bench players, moves like that. I don't think we're gonna go crazy and make big moves as far as starting 5. But the starting 5 needs help. You gotta help Mike Brown. You gotta get other players. I definitely thought we should have kept Precious. The Yabu experiment is over. That has to go. New Knicks. So we'll start. Hold on, let me see. And he says Dante is not coming back. Wolves ain't giving him up now, and we don't have enough to get him if they're willing to trade him. Stay in the $5-6 million player role. That's where you're looking at a similar player, Jose Alvarado. That's why his name's, because he's definitely a dog. He fought a 7-foot center and chased him down the hallway and said, "Meet me out back." You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely a dog. He's someone that, listen, he'll chew your ankles off if he has to. He's definitely a dog. If you get him, who's gettable, and you get a Precious Achua who's possibly gettable, maybe if you give up a pick or something because you fumbled the bag. If you get them 2, you're talking about saving the season. That's why I started earlier. Do you save face or do you save the name? Right now it's time to save the name and not Leon Rose, the executive, not on Mike Brown, my history, whatever. Forget saving face. You got to admit we messed up with Yabu. We messed up with the other players. Now we got to get the team rolling. Now you got to do for the team. Your thoughts on what you think you should see, New Knicks?
Well, I mean, we fucked up 3 years back when we got Fournier and Kemba, and we rectified what we could. So I think the same adjustment needs to be made. The only thing that is killing us is this coach not having our back, and I think that's where everybody's at on the squad. They don't see, they just don't see it in them. You know what I mean? And if there's anybody that could be traded on this motherfucking team, I'm all for Mike Brown being traded. Like, I can't see 5 years of this shit.
Yo,
I really can't.
let me ask you both a tough question. Now that old man Nick said it, we got Diawara. Would you trade Diawara for Precious Achua?
Yeah, hands down.
Yes.
You guys in the chat right now, saving the season. Diawara's a young cat who's good. Would you trade Diawara straight up for?
The thing is that it's more experience with the players already. Like, you don't have to teach Precious nothing. This kid, he might be good, but he has a lot of learning to do, which Precious already knows. It's not like it's plug and play. You plug him in, he's gonna play.
So that's something to
Plain
say
and
because
simple.
Yabu's salary is, I think, somewhere around the Jose Alvarado. So there's got to be a couple of team players. But all I'm saying is that Leon Rose. Let me Machete. Your thoughts on the ledge? I know you said we were wilding out a little bit to extent. So what does it look like to you? You're saying a deadline from right now. We're in January 17th. You're saying what would give you a time frame that you think? Let's say we get the players back, Brunson and Josh Hart, they're back. What do you think would be a respectable, realistic time frame for us to get back in rhythm with all our players healthy? We got everybody healthy. You think 2 weeks, within a week or so, you want to see? You think a 5-5 game, the next 10 works?
Yeah, that sounds right. And in 2 weeks, we should go 5-5. I think that if we can rest Brunson till after the playoffs, that would be preferable.
After the playoff, you
I
mean
don't know
after
how
All
many games
Star? After All Star?
after All-Star. That would be my preference to rest anybody who's hurt. If they're not ready, rest them as long as we can until they're ready. Because he didn't look like he was ready to me. I got to recheck that game because he was moving kind of slow. So that's my opinion. But I think that if we can go like maybe within the next 10 games, maybe 5-5, that would be okay. And still stay a 500 team. We got to be careful with, I don't know how Boston's going to do. I got to look at the schedule, how the teams who are ahead of us right now are doing. Because I think Detroit still like something, and they've only lost like something like not even 5 games, something like that. It's pretty tough.
Let me read the schedule
Yeah.
real
Listen,
quick.
I got a question. I got a better question. The question it doesn't have to be for now, but the question is, do these players respect Mike Brown? That's what it is,
I think you're not gonna know that
and I don't
till
think they do.
I don't think it's still early. I definitely understand what you're saying, and I think they're frustrated with him right now. I think they're frustrated. I don't think they don't respect him just yet. And I think there's frustration right now in the team from not winning. Some are probably blaming each other. Some are probably there's a combination, and that's part of winning where you got to figure it out to a certain extent. So on that, I'm gonna give that early. Although I do think it's up to the organization and the coach right now. In the halfway mark, I said I would give him to about the Christmas time or so till he has rotations and see what that looks like. It's been on a slide since then. So right now I'm gonna put it on the coach and the front office to figure something out. The coach has to figure out the players, and Leon Rose has to say, you know what, this Yabu experiment hasn't panned out. Can we get some good veteran talent with some experience for the bench players? Can I trade up in talent with some of the young players and maybe a couple of picks and make some moves now? Machete, your thoughts you were saying. I didn't mean to cut you off.
My bad. Go ahead. I'm not ready, bro.
All right. So all that to say, I'm gonna look at this next week, and I was gonna Machete to help you guys out, both of you. I'm gonna read the next couple of games. We have this game tomorrow. Tomorrow we play Dallas Mavericks, who's been on a losing streak. They won the last game to Utah Jazz, who's the worst team in the NBA. Terrible on defense. So they won that game, but Dallas Mavericks are not that great. They're playing pretty good to a certain extent, but that's, I would say, a winnable game. It should be based off talent. I'm not judging on our losing slide. I'm based off our talent. Mavericks should be a winnable game tomorrow. Then we got the Brooklyn Nets. Another winnable game. If we can get 2 in a row, give us some confidence, get some kind of rhythm, get into something going. Then we play the 76ers on Saturday. So see if we get into some kind of rhythm. We got a couple of days rest in between there. Those are 2 games. 76ers would be a marker that we can get some redemption that they beat us the last time. Maybe Jalen Brunson comes back by that game. Then we got the Sacramento Kings again. A winnable game. Can we earn our balls back from that game and fight them back? That's going to be at the Garden. Then we got Toronto, another winnable game, but they're playing young. RJ Barrett's back. That's going to be a tough young team. Then we got the Blazers, Lakers, and Wizards. So we got some winnable games coming up, and to get us into some kind of rhythm, we should at least minimum be 5-5 in those next couple of games between the Nuggets. So the next 10 games, Machete was saying if we go 5-5, is that promising to you, New Knicks, in these next couple of games, or should we be at least 7-3 for you to be?
Boy, I mean, I don't even know if they can even pull that off at this point. You know what I mean? And especially, look, as soon as JB went down, it's like the whole team went down with him. It's like, so I can't tell you. Like the morale of this team is on a shitter. So I couldn't call it.
You and the baby switch places. You and the baby switch. You sit down and let her push you in the little thing and rock you to sleep. All right. Somebody give him a bottle of milk and a blanket, please. He needs a blanket. He needs to go to sleep, right? Come on.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Listen,
Come on, you're a
hey,
young man.
listen, you fucking fake Eskimo. Listen, the fucking point is that you're not dealing with reality. The reality is the coach that you love is trash and is a goofy, and niggas ain't rocking with him.
We need to put the avena inside the milk and warm it up for you so they can get a really good sleep tonight.
David Smith says we have a short title window. Keith Watkins says, I don't know if Brown has to go overboard with the talking of players. Remember, Tibbs has never been ejected, and he constantly had his players back. Brown has to find his way of doing the same. Facts. B. Willis says, we need new energy, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Thank you.
So, again, I think it's up to Mike Brown in these next couple of games. Keith Watkins also says, this is why Tibbs only wanted 8 or 9 good players total. This way he didn't have to worry about rotation. It's all starting to make sense now. It's he wasn't that bad after all. I don't know. I think it's with rotation. I think 7 days.
It's also what got him fired out of a job because he didn't expand his rotation, which is what this coach is doing right now. And if it wasn't, not only that Tyler Kolek wasn't ready last year, and he's showcasing right now. He's getting the opportunity.
Yeah, but
and it's not just the coach's call because it's also the front office's call. That they see that this kid, and he truly does have vision when he's on the court. He passes more than our starter point guard, and he's not a bad, for a guy who's not still physically to me has that NBA strength. Yeah, he's already the size is compromised. But he doesn't even have the Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has strength. But when he gets that confident, and I think that in a year or so, you see it, I'm not saying that we keep Tyler Kolek, but now he's a chip, right? And he's going to be one of those guys that as soon as we trade him, they're going to win the championship on that team or something. It always happens to us that they go to the playoff or they go to some championship when we trade them away. But he's a chip now, and that's a good thing. And it's because we're showcasing him. The only one who's not doing like I said, I'm sad. I'm mad and upset that we lost against the Eastern Conference teams right now. But overall, I think that we've got you back considering that we've been injured on and off throughout the season, especially lately. Especially lately.
Well, we definitely have a chance to get back
And we
in
don't.
them.
So you want your bottle of milk and your tete?
Everybody rest. Everybody rest.
Outros,
Give
outros.
Give you Nick some milk with a compota. Open the nipple a little bit more so you can, swallow it down right. Pause. Good night.
Yeah, he needs to be burped. He's
Sleep
cranky.
tight.
He's cranky. He's sleepy.
Don't let the big butt bite.
Yo, listen. My outro is this fake Eskimo is mad because I've been fucking firing his ass up the whole fucking pod, and every one of his fucking points with cold takes. Listen, shout out to the chat. Shout out for Keith Watkins being on point. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Two Shots. Shout out to Mike the Specialist. Listen, you're going to be hearing echoes of this pod everywhere else. I'm out.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Salute to
Night.
Appreciate Machete always coming in even from work, hustling out here doing this thing. Appreciate my Chetazo, my cousin. That's my big brother since day one, my A1 from day one. My cousin. Salute to New Knicks, my brother, my sangre, my old brother. Hey, my brother took construction boots and played basketball. Now they were my butters, but he played butter in them. Salute to Keith Watkins, Bodega Wi-Fi, B Willis. Appreciate you. David Smith, appreciate you, my brother. Who else we got? Just Knicks. Who else we got? All the comments. We appreciate all you guys out here today. Nostalgic. Daniel Berry Sports. All you guys. Who am I missing? Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Let me get through you guys. I think I got everybody. I appreciate everybody. All of you guys. We appreciate you guys for joining us always. We go left. It goes wild from sometimes. We go, our outros was like 30 minutes ago. Machete's trying to keep you off the ledge.
We're gonna play the Dallases and the Brooklyns right now. We're gonna be all right, man. We'll be good.
Hey, you sound just like your coach.
One of the teams, Toronto maybe, but I think that we're gonna go 4-1.
Okay, so as we should, because some of these teams are ass, so we should be beating these ass teams anyway. Hey, so if you guys do me a favor, check your milk carton, look at your local, be on the lookout for Two Shots. We haven't seen him. I think he's on the ledge. He didn't call in, so I think he's on the ledge right now. He was on the kick, stay off the ledge, but I think he's there. We did
He couldn't stand the JB slander.
He ain't want the JB slander. So we're on the lookout for Two Shots. Hopefully we can find him out here.
Shit, we barely talked about JB this spot.
No, because he's injured. We ain't talking about him. He's good. All that to say, listen, we're gonna be checking back in. Check back with us Sundays. We're gonna be doing 7:00 and on. As you can see, we're going later than that. Fridays, we're going to be doing 5 p.m. We're going to pop up in between the week here and there when we try. Definitely maybe Thursdays. We're trying for Wednesdays. During the week is my bad. I got baby's kids, and, we got to do stuff anyway. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Leon Rose, we're looking at you this week. I want to see some moves. Get on the line. Mike Brown, do some fucking coaching. Jalen Brunson, we still want you to get some high tops. Still get some high tops, okay? Get some airbags, some duct tapes. Go get the Stephen Curry special edition Tiny Tim. He needs those tiny. Hey, what was it in the 70s when you had those white shoes with the metal braces on the side? When you had the little metal brace because you couldn't walk. When you was bow-legged, that's what we need Jalen Brunson to get them. Hey, salute to you guys. We appreciate you guys. We out here. It's the Organic Fanatics. We out here. You heard?
New York City. New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in, we back.
A minute remaining. Brunson at three. Bang!